It is 2:04, and we are officially early.
That's right. Officially early. We go for 2. We try to beat 2:10. That doesn't always happen, but look at that.
Before 2:05 is I think is some kind of record.
Yeah.
But I think we need to be, because holy moly,
there's a lot of stuff. I mean,
there's a lot of stuff that's happened like since we last did this. Because I mean, I've been on a trip and all of this other stuff, and a lot of stuff's come out, and now I gotta say, I don't know if it's because I was like not thinking about it. I don't think I had low expectations, but I wasn't expecting everything that happened over the last couple of days as far as PulseCon goes. So
you had kind of a palate cleanser, palate cleanser before getting into PulseCon.
I know. It is crazy, and like I said, I've been to freaking Disney World before. Like all of this happened, it's like there was plenty of stuff that we could have talked about that's happened since the last time we were on here if PulseCon didn't even happen.
Yeah. Because you would have wanted to talk about Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh man,
for sure.
Man, they didn't even show anymore. I know that's me getting selfish. I was like, they're not going to show more Dungeons and Dragons. They just showed off the first stuff right before PulseCon, but man, I would have taken it.
Oh, what do we got? Man, y'all are kicking. Greetings from Honduras.
Oh, hello. Greetings.
What's going on?
Hello. Sounds like looks like everybody's still, I think, in the same boat as us and riding high from yesterday.
I nearly jumped on, maybe not Friday. I think it was Saturday after everything ended. I was like, oh man, I want to talk about this stuff. But then I thought, no, I'm gonna
let it percolate a little bit. Yeah. And I mean, I know we're gonna get into it, but and this is gonna be like 99%, Hasbro talk and whatnot. But before we get into that, I do want to just mention briefly that with all the cool stuff that was shown at PulseCon and all of the like pre-orders and stuff that I put down, I'm kind of torn because it should have been like their weekend completely. And I got to be honest with you, man, I think maybe my favorite thing that I actually plunked down money for this weekend was that 4 horsemen figure, Obscura headless horseman. Holy shit.
You're going right into it, huh?
Holy shit. I have to go right into it because this sucker speaks to me in so many different languages. That's amazing. That is amazing. And it's in stock.
I haven't done this in so long. I can't find my mouse thing. I was like, I can't click. What is going on?
Yeah.
I saw this, and because I knew of all the stuff that was going to come this weekend, I was like, plus everybody knows people keep trying to get me into 4 horsemen stuff, and despite their best efforts, I haven't jumped in. So it's been kind of admire from afar.
This was kind of a standalone thing, though, and I mean, the timing was perfect because the weather's cooling off. We're now officially in October. It's like I saw that, and I could not, order it fast enough.
Let me do this. Bam!
Look at that thing. That's gorgeous.
Plus, you get the horse. You haven't gotten a horse yet, have you?
I haven't, and I've felt like, man, I need to get a horse of theirs just to at least have. But this was the perfect excuse, or not excuse, but I mean, this was the perfect combination to go about and doing it. So yeah,
I had noticed the fire hooves.
Yeah,
a lot of teeth.
Yeah, he's that horse is gonna bite you.
Stole Hasbro's thunder. Not really, but
no. It was just this thing that, like I said, I think we mentioned that we probably weren't expecting everything that we saw at PulseCon, but to have this like happen right in the middle of it yesterday morning, it was like, and the worst part about it might be is that now I'm thinking I might need to like set out and try to find another Donald Pierce figure and make an Ichabod Crane to go with it too, because I think
my God, yeah,
for that.
Donald Pierce. Was there one that
like
was?
like Ichabod's real tall and skinny,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he's like this. I think
Oh, you're going for that color scheme too, with the lighter
the
colors.
color scheme, like the hair or a different head would be needed for it or whatnot. But it's like that base body is like probably the closest thing that we would ever get to something like that without an actual Ichabod crane. And it's like,
Not yet. Shipwreck is in that mid, hasn't been announced for pre-order yet, but
Yeah.
he's making his way up the ranks to that point.
And it's a good thing too, because holy crap.
Veebs needs a mythic moose.
You know what? That was the one that I had. That was the one that I had on order. And it was like, that thing is so cool, but it's like, I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it. It's like, if I would have gotten like a Thranduil from like the Hobbit line or something like that that could ride the moose, I'd be like, all right, that's gonna work. But I didn't feel like I would be able to enjoy it or feature it the way that it needed to be. But this is
some glow in the dark paint on the pumpkin head. That's what I thought this picture right here. I thought that's what that was for a second when I first glanced. That it was a glow in the dark pumpkin.
Yeah. But that thing's just it's gorgeous. I love it more than I can say, and I can't wait for it to get here.
Oh, we've got a long-time listener, first-time caller.
Hello.
Caller, go ahead. No. Robo, can we expect an updated shelf tour sometime soon? Thanks for the chat and love the channel, guys. I appreciate that. I'm mid life crisis. No, I'm mid trying to figure out what I want to do, whether I need to add on to the house or build some kind of thing, but these shelves are miserable. The last shelf update I did in 2020, I've just been stuffing more stuff onto it without really rhyme or reason. So yeah, hopefully soon, just for the sake of organization.
Yeah, I need to.
Oh, you shush.
I need to get my stuff updated too, to maybe do something as well.
You need to get those middle shelves filled.
Yeah, they're it's ready. I just need to get the tops on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Fwoosh shed.
The Fwoosh shed. Plus, like I always talk about, I need to do that. Get toys out there, get camera and stuff out there, get equipment out of the main bedroom here.
Yeah. But man, this is seasonal affective disorder or whatever, working in the right way, timing with this or whatnot. But I can't wait to get that. And the best part is that he can be a decoration for a month out of the year,
Oh, yeah,
because I got that Super 7 giant Ebenezer Scrooge too, and it's like, oh, that's perfect. During December, it can be upstairs.
Hey, I'm not one to talk. I got a Christmas tree in my living room year round now.
Hey,
so
there you go.
It's got the LED lights. I change for different holidays and
perfect
4th of July fireworks. And right now it's orange and well, have I changed it to orange yet?
But yeah, this guy is.
Oh, met Veebs at Disney last week.
Yes.
Nicest guy on the planet.
It was. I'm glad. Thank you, Andrew, for bringing that up. I had the opportunity to meet. I can't believe I'm saying this. Several people while I was at Disney World. It was great. It was like, Andrew came up and introduced himself. I had Josh from Into the Verse from the UK. I built my daughter and I did our lightsaber build, and he was right next to us.
Yeah.
For it. And a couple other people. It was wonderful. So it was very, very nice to meet you as well. It was a good trip, even though I was like, it was so hot and humid there, but it was fun. It was fun.
I'm focusing on this part right here that says, "Hope he got Robo that Willow figure." I don't know.
I got me that Willow figure.
Yeah. I won't say I'm not interested, but it's not really high up there on the priority list. Now, if they do some
It
sensitive
was,
scale Willow,
yeah, yeah, but it was, I can't tell, I can't reconcile it in my brain if it was like amazing or utterly pathetic that when Super 7 posted that photograph of the Willow figures on the rack, I knew exactly where that was. And the next day, I walked into the Magic Kingdom, went into the store, right to the place where it was, and there it was. It was crazy.
be careful, Jason. You're driving.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, see, I met people. Yeah, I met Big Chops at a Hot Springs. It's not called Hot Springs. It's called SpaCon down in
Spokane.
Hot Springs, Arkansas. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's enough.
See?
You know, you go to shows or even Disney restaurant. It's cool to to run into other collectors because before all this internet craziness, it felt so lonely. You're like, man, I wonder if anybody else is in the area, or
Yeah.
if anybody else does this, or how many people. And now, just
And I
run into
will
people
say that no matter
wherever.
what, it is well, and it's always all I always appreciate so much when someone comes up and says hello, because
Mhm.
if not, that could be a missed interaction, and it's like it's wonderful when that happens. So it was great, running into Andrew and everyone else while I was there. It's like you think, okay, at a con, things like that are more likely to happen, but it was wonderful, pleasant surprises while at Disney World. So I really enjoyed it.
Oh, popping out of
Ooh.
nowhere. Need horror movie recommendations. Help.
Um, I'm not a hardcore horror movie guy. So the ones that like I default to this time of year is like Monster Squad and stuff like that. So, um, you know, I I don't know, because I'm not big into like the whole body horror, like stuff that like
Lots of
imprints
blood.
on your brain and then you want to try to forget about it and you can't because it's so like traumatic to see. So I hate to say that I'm not great at recommendations like that for this. I like spooky movies and things like that. But um
Where'd it
I
go?
like
Where'd it go? Right there. How about some Fright Night?
Fright Night, yeah, yeah, and some of the older ones, like I enjoy watching like the original Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, Halloween. Those two, these sound cliche, but those are really the ones that I enjoy. It's like anything in the last several years, I don't really know, and it doesn't mean that there's not good ones out there. Exorcist, that's a good
I'm not.
one.
I'm not
Yeah.
so much. Not so much Exorcist 1, but Exorcist 3 gets me.
Really?
Yeah, that's always been my. Ugh.
I love the first one, and I also like Halloween 3. I know that one divides a lot of people, but since it was so different, I also enjoy that. And I know we've talked about it on here. This doesn't fit like the classic October horror movie type of thing, but I love watching Alien this time of year because I consider that to be a horror movie, and The Thing as well. That's one that I really do like as well.
You could read the PulseCon YouTube chat. That was scary as hell. It's like I tell Fitz, do not leave it on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
and not so much the whole thing, but yeah, moments. Like I can't
Mhm.
hardly. My wife used to work in nursing homes and hospitals, and I'd go in there if she was working late or something. I was always my brain always.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, and I like The Shining, as well. I like the new It movies, especially the first one, a lot too.
yeah. About Lost
But
Boys.
I probably have zero cred around like the true like horror aficionados and people who are really into horror movies as a genre, because I kind of have my limits with what I like to, I don't know, put myself through, because sometimes it feels like stuff like that I'm putting myself through it, and that's not something that a true horror fan would probably say, right?
Right.
So Lost Boys, yeah, that's a fun one. I like that one too. But Silence of the Lambs, I mean, that's being brought up. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. So I adore that one. So that's a good one. And it's like that movie, it's like it feels like fall too. I don't know why. But
Mhm.
that movie feels like fall to me as well. So that's another good one. And I also like to watch The Shawshank Redemption at this time of year too, for some reason, once or twice.
I'm not sure I've seen it all. I've seen the end a lot. It's one of those movies I catch in the middle of, and then I
Mhm.
start watching it, and I think someday I will watch all of this, and then you know me,
Yeah,
shiny,
yeah,
off to something else.
yeah. Yeah, Sleepy Hollow's not a bad one either to watch. Um, there's this old Disney special from the 80s called Disney's Halloween Treat that has never made it onto like streaming or, Blu-ray or DVD or whatever. But that was a favorite of my wife's when she was a kid, and she found a copy of it on eBay on DVD that was like, pirated or whatever. And so we watched that. And it's got like a lot of the good old Disney, you know, spooky cartoons and stuff like that. I don't think that's a horror movie, but because I have three children, that's one that's on a lot around here at this time of year.
I like 13 Ghosts too.
Uh, I also I know a lot of people watch it around Christmas because it came out during that time, but I watch Lord of the Rings in the fall as well, because that's a fall movie to me, because that's when like the story kicks off is in the autumn. So I read the book and I watch the movies at this time of year as well. So
Well, I haven't seen Scary Godmother in a little bit.
wow.
Hmm.
Um
But
Return to Oz. Return to Oz is another one that I watch this time of year
I've
because
never.
it's scary as you should watch it. You should
Yeah.
watch it. I like it because it is so wild, and the art direction from that movie is much, much, much more true to like the illustrations in the original
Hmm.
Oz books with the character designs and whatnot. And but it is wild for someone who is like, I've seen the original Wizard of Oz and now I want to see the, sequel to it or whatever. It is not in the same universe. I mean, it is, but it's like it's from a different plane. And it was traumatizing as a child.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Wait, was there a like a goldish metal round? Yeah.
TikTok.
Okay. I may have seen commercials back in the day
When
or something.
when somebody brings up TikTok, that's the first thing I think of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. Well,
Yeah.
what do you want? You want to talk about some PulseCon? Is that what
We
you?
better. We
Is
better,
that what
because
the
there's a
people?
lot to talk about.
Is that? Yeah. If we don't get started,
We're gonna be here till 6 o'clock.
you know.
Killer Clowns. Yeah, that's another good one too. And Ghostbusters and Batman. Yes, 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 yes. These are all good movies. I need to watch movies now.
I don't remember the last time I sat down to watch a full movie.
It's hard for me to do that right now.
Or is he just distracting us with scary movie talk? No, no,
Ro-
no.
Ro- Robo would have gotten a Willow figure if Robo would have wanted a Willow
Yeah,
figure.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah, yeah. He
yeah,
knows me too well.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I got a Willow figure. I was able to. I helped out a couple of friends, but I'm very glad to have it. And if you like the reaction style, it really is one of the best reaction figures Super 7 has ever done. It's really, really good. So I'd recommend getting that one if you're going to the park, or getting the Willow that will be out in the regular assortment in a couple of months. So, yes.
So how
Yeah.
about this? Or do we want to do this? Now let's do this.
PulseCon.
Starts in, yay, we're gonna wait 2 hours before we start talking. No.
I feel bad about this because usually I watch everything and I like all, post the screenshots of things that I really like seeing. I didn't get to watch a whole lot of it this year because Friday, getting back from a trip this past week has been hell. And then yesterday I had to do some stuff with my dad. So I was watching some of it silently, which the parts that I was watching silently was probably served better that way. But the G.I. Joe portion, I think, was really the only part that I was able to watch end to end uninterrupted. So
Yeah, because I can't remember. I can't even remember what I texted you about. And then you were like, oh, I haven't been able to see. I'm like, oh,
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, look at that. Thew on a Fwoosh stream. He did a really good job, especially because I know I'm not even going to try to compare situations and all that, but I don't think I'd be able to go from doing this live after being behind the security blanket of editing and everything else, doing what he did in cameras and lights.
You're doing great.
Well, no, I don't mean it like that. It's that's, you know what I mean? That seems very studio, very polished.
Yeah.
So yeah, he did an awesome job.
And started with the hints or the drop-in stuff about like Joe's and whatnot right there, right? Yes.
Yeah, jumped right into name reveals. I think some people missed this because it was the preview show,
Yeah, and I didn't understand that's what was going on at the beginning on Friday because I was able to tune in to this and I was like, wait a minute, this is 2 hours before like the brand panels start.
Yeah. And they went through quite a few things, but this is what caught my eye,
Yeah.
So Hawk is coming up.
Yeah. Now Hawk is like way up there, right? Like in terms of rank and whatnot. He's like,
that's general, right? Oh
yeah,
shit.
So.
You got two not G.I. Joe experts talking about G.I. Joe.
But I hope they do the helmet version, right?
General.
Is there a version of him where he wears a helmet?
I think you're thinking of Falcon.
Oh, I'm thinking of Falcon. Yeah. Yeah.
And I only realized because I do have pictures, but they're later on of,
okay.
Because Falcon, was he announced later?
I don't know.
What's going on? I don't know. There was so much stuff.
I don't know. There was so much.
Let's see. And then there was Tripwire.
They are uncovering every stone in what I would consider to be like the G.I. Joe like top 50 or so at this point, right? It's like there's only a couple of names, and one of them is very important to me that I would consider to be in that kind of top 50 that they haven't at least mentioned in this capacity yet, right?
Right.
Yeah, Hawk does have the leather jacket and helmet.
Yeah, that's what everybody's saying.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the right guy.
Helmet and leather jacket. Falcon
is the one that looks badass because he looks like he's from World War I in that figure. But we'll get to that.
He was put up for pre-order. See, I can't even keep this shit straight. Now I have all the pictures.
I like that figure so much more than I thought I was going to because he literally looks like a doughboy or something. He looks really cool.
Hawk was introduced with a helmet and leather coat. Yeah. Hey, put your arms down. I see that.
I was right.
Falcon has a beret. So I'm messing them all up. You put in uniforms. I don't know the ranks. I don't know the stuffs. I just like good figures, people. You know this.
Oh.
Where's my Robo don't know graphic?
Yeah, but isn't there a Robo does know that might be the next slide on here?
What is the next slide?
Later? That was later. Okay.
Yeah, that's later.
We won't talk about that yet. Because I was very happy for you.
They kind of teased Iron Man, even though this picture was shown in full on one of the previews.
Yeah, that's one of those things that I know that's going to make a lot of people really happy. I don't think I need it, but it was a good one.
Yeah. I have my own method to getting. Well, okay. We'll talk about that here in a minute.
Yeah. Yeah.
Boo these men. Okay. One Transformer. I took one screenshot of one Transformer from
All
that,
right.
and it's Tarn. Only because I stick to G1 first couple seasons, a little bit of the movie, but Tarn, you slap a Decepticon insignia on your face, you're that just yeah, I may end up with Tarn.
It looks cool. But
And then
talk about being out of my talk about being out of my element. Unless you're talking about probably about 10 Transformers, I get way out of my depth really
yeah,
fast.
yeah. And speaking of, I found while we're on Transformers, I found my Cosmos this
Oh,
week. So I'm kind of caught up and almost done with Transformers. Really, they have a few more of the smaller ones like that.
yeah. And Transformers is one of those things that I'll say. I thought like that Red series was going to be my thing. That obviously didn't pan out. So really, the Ultimates are really the ones that I grab. And it's like, okay, this looks like what I know, and the characters that I only get the ones that I really know as far as those go. So that's kind of my look.
Yeah,
Those, yeah.
and that's the good thing about it. I mean, no matter
To have
which
those
version of the
options.
options, no matter which version you like, you can pull from somewhere
Yeah.
and build at the moment a nice little collection, but it's going to go in places.
Yeah.
I'm kind of Tarn on this one.
Oh, snap.
That's the kind of humor people expect on the PwooshCast. Yes, yes,
And you guys get that for free.
that's right. Let's see. And I think I grabbed some Power Rangers.
Yeah, these figures look cool. Again, Power Rangers is one of those things that I think the Lightning collection has gotten to the point where it's like Transformers. It's like I know like the core guys, and I think some of the monsters are cool, but when it gets into like these different versions, I don't know.
I get it because I see people commenting about, oh, my favorite version is this or this or this. I hope to get to those or this. And it looks like they're making a run at it.
Yeah.
I did notice a lot of Mighty Morphin there, but hey, that's kind of the original. Well,
Yeah.
again, I'm talking out of my ass about something I don't
Yeah.
know about. But what else is new?
Well, and I was kind of paying attention to the online chatter, and I know that like not every brand presentation can be a home run, but I was reading a lot that the Power Rangers fans and the Fortnite fans were if that's what you came to PulseCon wanting, it was not quite as good as maybe some of the other ones in terms of amounts of things that were shown off, right?
Yeah, only because I think this and then the Fortnite stuff, everything they've shown has been out in
Yeah.
people's hands. So
Well,
they were officially announcing stuff.
and we've talked about Fortnite too. It's like that. We strongly suspect that has something to do with the licensor in terms of how they talk about product. So I don't think that that's necessarily all on Hasbro.
One second. Okay, they had which one is this? People, is it? To me, this is Bumblebee. This is Bumblebee Power Ranger.
I was gonna say Honeycomb Robot Girl.
Yeah, I cannot remember the name, and they never flashed it at the bottom. Well, you can't see where I'm pointing, but they didn't put the name down at the bottom for me to screenshot that. Beast Morphers Yellow. There you go.
Beast
Thank you.
Morphers Yellow. That's a cool look.
Yeah. And I look at these as fodder, and man, some of those alternate heads without the masks. Oh, yeah.
And those and that line cheats pretty close to Star Wars too. So you can have those heads on like troopers and stuff like that to mix that in, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's stuff like this. Do you need a putrid to go with here just because it's a wacky army
I
builder?
don't know. Probably not, but it looks cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Dino Fury Green. And here you go, right here. This is what I was getting to. They announced by the end of next year, they're going to finish up SPD, Galaxy, and Dino Thunder. So those teams will be complete.
Okay.
I like how that Iron Man is now canon.
I'm
I'm gonna keep applauding people. It's gonna just get
now that Iron Man is definitely Capcom versus Street
nope.
Fighter.
Don't get me to line because I'm pretty sure I remember that dropping down, but I can't remember what that armor looked like. It comes with those two heads, and I don't know which one's more accurate.
Yeah. Which people have been screaming for that for years, so it was good that they finally did that.
Right. Okay, and then this. Oh, and they're gonna do Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers, which I don't know. I did Google, and it looks kind of like the Mighty Morphin team, just with different design work to it. Which again, I don't know Power Rangers. I've always said if Power Rangers came on, that meant I was late for work. So I should have been out of the house. Not that I didn't see a lot of the intro to Power Rangers back in the day because I was always late. But
I'll say this, and I mean, I get it. I grew up watching Masters of the Universe, Ninja Turtles, 80s cartoons, which are corny as hell. But for some reason, Power Rangers really caught at a time when I was just old enough that stuff would start, and I would be like, what the is this stuff? So, yeah.
It took me a minute, Luna, but I got you. I got you.
His giant guns.
To his guns.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. What do we got? I'm dealing with a new mouse too, and it's weird.
So is that portrait artist Power Ranger there on the left? Because it looks like he's wearing like a beret that an artist wears, like the
Cammy. Cammy's got a beret in Street Fighter.
Okay, is that
she? And then she has her gauntlets.
Yeah. Okay, I get it. Yeah.
Took a minute.
Yeah. Oh, this is by Street. Oh hell, I didn't even know this was a thing. I missed this entirely.
Oh, the Power Ranger Street Fighter?
Oh, all right.
Yes.
Sorry. I take it back. That makes perfect sense.
It's
been a long couple of days.
I don't remember how long ago they showed Ryu and Chun-Li.
Okay.
And I think they were from something.
I guess I haven't been paying attention, but that's hilarious, and it is perfect. Like it may be a little too on the nose, but it's yeah.
Paris Power Ranger. But correct me if I'm wrong, and I often am. The Chun-Li and Ryu are from something, but then these are kind of Hasbro's designs for Ken and Cammy to be in Power Rangers.
Maybe, probably.
I don't know.
And I only know that I would. I know that's Ken because he wears red. Otherwise, I don't think that one is brought out as successfully as Cammy is. Now that I know that I'm looking at Cammy, because it's like everything is like, yeah, that's definitely Cammy. Ken's a little bit less on the nose.
It's pretty much gold bands and the red.
Yeah.
Not canon to the video game yet.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Now I'm saying that as some idiot that's sitting here with a Ninja Turtles Power Ranger figures up there. So I really need to shut up, but I get it now. I get it.
Yeah. No. I like these designs. I like the bird things though. See, she's a lot more Cammy-ish. She's got the lace-up boots. She has the gauntlets.
The hair or is that hair or is that like an effect piece in the back?
That's that's braids.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, they kind of got the license. No human heads. That makes sense.
Yeah, because Street Fighter is dipping into several different places right now.
Yeah. I haven't run across the Street Fighter ones yet, but I found the Stranger Things turtles at.
Did you? I haven't. The other day. Yeah. I haven't run into either of those yet. The turtleist in me says, "Oh, you should get those," but the rational person in me is saying, "No, you do not need to get those,"
because you've already justified. I mean, you've already worked your NECA or your McFarlane stuff into your.
I went realistic with the Stranger Things and the Turtles, and I think it works better, but that's just me.
Cap, come on! That Ken figure's hideous.
It's
Oh, the leg tattoos are there. You're right.
yeah, that Ken is a little bit more of a stretch. Oh yeah,
Hmm.
they are. Yeah.
Yeah. With the Power Ranger, it's more Power Ranger than. Well, I guess
Yeah.
this has the torn. Wait, Ken doesn't. Does Ken have the torn pants? And no.
No, that's Ryu.
Hey, guess what? I don't know Street Fighter either, people. So
And
it's
and
just I'm
and
doubling
honestly,
down this
I gotta
time.
be honest with you. When I think of Ken, I don't think of. I mean, I know he does those kicks, but I think of Ken with the Shoryuken. I mean, that
Mhm.
effect piece to me should be a punch, not a kick.
Well, it's that like
Oh,
that.
okay, there it is. That's okay. There it is.
They're throwing some effects in there too, and I did that hoping this picture was further down because
Yeah.
I couldn't remember what all it came with.
Huh. It's interesting. I would say Cammy, as is obvious, is much more successful than
Yeah.
Ken is here, but yeah, and he's pretty
Oh,
skinny too.
yeah. I don't know if I hate it now. No, I'm kidding. It's just I didn't even notice. I only knew because they said Ken, and there we go.
Yeah.
And then they got into the Fortnite. So there's Lexa,
Okay.
who we've already seen Matt put up a review on the front
Yeah.
page last week,
Yeah.
and it's the same. I guess it's the rest of the wave is
Okay.
Renegade Shadow,
Yeah.
and then Sludge. You down for an angry Ripley in red?
I I don't know. It's this that's as close to my like Fortnite,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe still not quite.
It's not foodie enough,
It's
right?
not foodie enough. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
yeah. And then who was the fourth? Oh, Potassius Pills.
That's pretty hilarious.
Now I've seen the comparisons on these. This is shorter than the Jazzwares
Is it?
figures. Yeah. So it kind of works into unless you like your Potassius smaller.
Well, was Caesar? Did they think Caesar was a shorty,
I don't
or
know.
hmm,
When I said that out loud, I kind of had that thought, but
or Nero, whoever he
I've already
was?
been I've already been spouting so much bullshit. Nobody wants to hear me try to screw up history too. Jello isn't foodie enough.
I mean, I guess as much
Oh,
as Jello actually is food.
my wife would disagree with that.
I'm not the biggest Jello fan, but
I just
and
want
yeah,
major man cakes. Is that a different? That's another thing about Fortnite. I don't know the game, the designs, or anything. So when they show a figure, I'm like, oh, it's
yeah,
new, it's fresh, it's different.
yeah.
I'm like, I automatically have thoughts of what I can do with that elsewhere.
I just want major man cakes.
Major man cakes. But then this guy, this old news. Come on now. No, they were this close to having a reveal for the show, and I guess Walmart's started putting them out on the shelves, and because I'm what I said in the video in the review was true. I was just wandering the Walmart aisle, and I looked down, and I looked up, and I looked back down, and it was like, wait, is this new, different? And then boom,
Yeah,
it's a cool figure. Don't get me wrong.
yeah. But I get that because of the licensor or however they have to
Yeah,
handle like the announcement of product or whatnot, I can understand the frustration of being a fan and not getting to indulge as much in a traditional showcase for something like this as some of the other ones.
because I mean I've been told that. I mean, remember the Jazzwares booth at the last was it the last?
It was, yeah, I think it was the last Toy Fair.
Yeah, they had their AEW out. They had their UFC, even though that couldn't be photographed. Was there something weird about that? Even though it
I
was
think it
just
was
out in the
brand
open.
new at the time. I think it was
They had
brand
the
new.
Halo. They had all their other toys, but Fortnite was behind a locked door in the corner that you had to have a time slot to get in there, take a look, and even when you got in there, you couldn't take pictures. So, and from what I was told, Epic Games likes it like that. So, because even beating them out to market, they still haven't done any kind of panel since the last PulseCon, maybe. They never have a presence showing stuff.
Because there wasn't anything hardly at San Diego, right?
No,
Well, I
no.
don't think so. Like it was just July. Trying to remember stuff that happened at Comic-Con.
That was a couple months ago. We've had, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't me. It was the one.
It was Bobo Thriller.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Cool figure, but yeah, the $40 price tag's kind of.
Was that like so? Do they consider this to be
Yeah.
a deluxe one with
With the weapon rack and stuff, which
like man cakes, right?
Yeah. I'd much rather have a cannon than a weapons rack, though.
I don't know what kind of kid wants a cannon when they can get a weapon rack.
This is very I don't know. I think weapons rack. I always go back to Masters of the Universe.
Castle Grayskull. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Which,
oh,
God dang it, they like a bunch of pictures for new product from them came out this morning. Oh God, so much.
And the boat didn't even get revealed. Yeah, I saw Roboto. Was that for
Masterverse stuff, and then into the snakes for Origins. Yeah.
I don't think the boat even really got revealed. It was just at the Entertainment Earth booth, right?
Yeah.
Or was there some kind of announcement?
Because Matt got it when we were there, right? Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Menace should have come with a chariot. That would have been awesome.
Yes, indeed. That would have been cool. And he could have been like drawn around by the Headless Horseman. No.
Now you're mixing everything up.
I know, it's getting crazy.
The armor doesn't look as good as Wave 1 Midas Rex. Wait, did I pull out Midas Rex to compare? They went for straight up swirly twirly plastic.
Were you in dereliction of comparisons during the review?
I can't. I'm pretty sure I had Midas Rex out, but I don't remember a lot of gold. It was more of a goldish color, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Then there was the Raptors, where everyone. Okay, I won't do that joke.
You're gonna get a lot of clever girls going in here.
That Iron Man is awesome.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, where are you going to go with this?
Well, I was gonna say it is cool, and I know a lot of people have been wanting this for a long time, but are they really calling this cartoon Iron Man? Are they really? I mean, I guess they are, but I mean, this to me elicits more video game to me than cartoon, right?
Well, was the cartoon? Where does the mullet come from?
I mean, that the mullet's cartoon.
Okay.
Definitely. But like the combination of the cannon and I think that armor, I mean, this is like wink, wink, Marvel versus Capcom, right?
With the cannon. Right. Yeah. Although I think I read that the cannon showed up in the comics at some point, but it was with a different armor.
Yeah, okay.
Again.
And it's perfectly fine that that's what they're, but nobody thinks of that cannon in the cartoon, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Not my problem. It's not a problem. I already had the Mafex Iron Man comic book style on pre-order, right? I think I paid for that 12 hours before this was shown. But I wanted that classic Iron Man look. And now I can take the cannon that comes with that and stick it with the Iron Man that uses the same body from a previous wave.
Yes.
So I ended up skipping this because, well, one, I'm not doing a lot of Iron Man stuff, but I needed the classic one. So I'm good with my Mafex purchase.
See, I didn't even go for that because what was it? The holograph, the Iron Man that was off of that 80th anniversary that had like the blue eyes and the blue chest piece. I popped that apart and painted and put
Yeah.
that on the shelf as classic Iron Man for me, and it does just fine.
Let's see. Who are you talking to, Fat Man? Let's see. It's open. The cannon is not in the retro card. Oh, yeah. It's like this, isn't it? The package comes with retro, and then it has this separate box sitting up on top.
So is it a box in a box?
It's a card in a card in a box in a box.
In a box, yeah.
Yeah.
And if it ships on its own, it may have that outer box too.
Oh yeah. AI Tony Stark. I don't know what it is about this hair. Hold on. Let me find my actual Hasbro pictures. Marvel Legends. Uh-oh. Is it blinking?
No, it's up.
Okay, I had a problem with the initially with these pictures.
No, it's right there
for the stream. So is this comic book this mask? What's in the box?
Probably
because there's also this head,
right?
You know? And that seems to look more video game.
Yeah.
The blast effect is kind of a hey, almost like he's drilling a safe. He's got this big mechanism, and it's like a super little.
That's his like. What is the? I know there are different types of welding, but it looks like the little teeny. It's like he's welding something.
Yeah. That head is season 2. Okay. I don't get it. I am, as I'm making very apparent at the moment, I'm not a stickler for the different armors and where they show up. I've got my mental image of when I was reading in the late 80s, early 90s. I've got my mental image of classic and then some modern, because I'm still waiting for like Extremis and that perfect modern. Or well, that's not even modern, is it? That's still 10, 15 years old.
I was gonna say there was a Toy Biz figure of that.
Yeah. Did the photographer swap the effects? Is there more effects? Because there's just that and that.
Is there something in the box?
Ah, spoiler.
Oh
man, I blew it. Damn it.
Oh man.
And you know what? Honestly, seriously, I don't like this head. I'm just I know it has its place, but I'm not into it.
I fully admit that outside of Avengers, I've never been the biggest Iron Man reader. And I never watched the cartoon for some reason. I didn't have anything, against him or anything like that. But yes, this head has a place, but I think that place is right when you weren't really into it, right?
Yeah, yeah, I think so. Again, 90s cartoons.
Yeah.
All suck. No, I'm kidding. Heel Robo, downhill Robo.
You better watch it with. I'll afford you your opinion on anything except Batman the Animated Series. Better be careful there.
Alcoholic Tony was more
just regular. Yeah, his like hair was just.
He still had some hair.
Was just disheveled. He didn't have a mullet at the time.
It wasn't like this.
Yeah.
In fact, wasn't it closer to the head that was in the 80th or the 20th?
Yeah, I think so. Except not sweaty and disheveled.
I will fight Robo over the 90s. Let's see. So this, hold on.
This was something that I was glad to see and was very happy for people who have really been wanting this since Marvel Legends really started. And I was like, I am very glad that this is coming out, but I don't need it.
Yeah. No. I'm never, because yeah, if you are way more of a hardcore Iron Man fan than I am, because I know when it comes to the X-Men stuff, oh yeah, give me all the costumes, give me everything. I'll take any and all except for the late 90s stuff. But the
Well,
Iron Man's, if you're a hardcore fan, you want all those armors, the different versions of Tony, everything.
well, and there are a lot of people whose real like first intro into the Marvel universe or their favorite part of it was the Marvel versus Capcom stuff. And
Hmm.
if that is you, this I would be I'd be over the moon right now.
That's why I've come to terms with, I mean, there's the games, there's the cartoons, as much as I bag on them, which is just a gag at this point. But uh, I understand that that 90s X-Men cartoon was a lot of people's entry point to those characters and stuff. And so, hey, more the merrier.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm still not going to watch it. I want this because it matches my Toy Biz Hulkbuster. Gonna have to spray paint a paper towel roll for the blast effect. Oh yeah, because that's right. It was a full-on take up half the
Mhm.
screen thing, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's like Storm collectible style effects pieces.
I can't remember what comes with the effects. It's one of those things, like all Mayfexes, I put it out of my head until it's in my hand.
Yeah.
I need a red jacket, aka Wonder Man. Yes,
Yeah.
down for that
I
too.
I at this point, I would even take just a classic, regular iconic kinda not the jacket, but the more like
Black
classic.
with the red W.
Mhm. I'd take a more classic version of that at this point. Wonder Man has a very odd history in Marvel Legends.
You want to go back to the green suit with the
Oh, man.
and the
Oof.
goggles.
Oof.
You know what? I'd take one because that was always I don't know what it jumped out at you.
A few years ago, I would have said, "Yes, I'll take that one too," when I was more like, "Let's get everything." But now with me, it's like, it's either gonna be a classic W Simon or the jacket, and then I
Yeah,
got it.
yeah. West Coast Avengers. We need
Yeah.
that classic Hawkeye and that classic
Mockingbird.
Mockingbird. Yep.
Oh.
Mock.
Yeah. Or wait, see?
Okay. Iron Man. And then they showed off Mephisto in person.
Yeah.
The HasLab. I'm still not, you know what? I did go on YouTube and watch some of the Robbie scenes from Agents of Shield when Ghost Rider was on that season.
Mhm.
It was pretty badass, but it still didn't sway me into wanting to back this. But it's fine. It's
Yeah.
cool.
The Mephisto, like, gets me, a little bit. This has been a tough I've never felt so conflicted or all over the place or whatever with the HasLab. It's like the previous Marvel ones were like boom, no brainers.
Yeah.
Rancor, I was about from the very beginning. This is like I'm getting pulled in a lot of different directions on this because I will admit I don't know anything about Robbie Reyes
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
And the car is neat. But I think I've hit my neat threshold,
Well,
with it.
and we've been talking about this for months and months and months. I mean, with the prices going up and everything, and just the sheer amount of product out there, you have to be more picky. So
Yeah.
when it comes to stuff like this, I can just look at it and go, it's
I
cool.
hope it funds,
Yeah.
obviously. I really do. And I think it's probably
Yeah.
fair. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's fair to call it a misstep with the actual Robbie figure being the early adopter incentive figure, because if it would have been successful, then it wouldn't have been a misstep. But regardless of what it is, the way that it panned out and that it didn't fund, I think that they creatively came up with a way to incorporate being able to get a powered down Robbie into the campaign, because really, if they didn't, what's the point of the powered down car, right? I mean, it
Yeah.
made
Yeah.
half the effect of the main part of the campaign like irrelevant if you can't get that figure. So I think they creatively came up with a way to get that back in if it funds
Yeah.
now.
It's almost a technicality of,
Yeah.
it's not the early bird figure. It's just part of it,
Yeah.
But this, well, he looks cool.
Yeah.
But well,
That's tough. That's tough.
but this, if this is the Goblin Queen,
Hmm.
I'm done. No, I'm
Hmm.
kidding. As much as I want Madeline, it's kind of, I don't think that would be enough for me to jump in either. It's cool.
Hmm.
But it gave me a chance to the whole. Oh wait, did you watch? You didn't watch this part, huh?
I wasn't
So you didn't
able
catch it. I've got it. I'll post it because because they were guessing what this was, and
to. Uh-huh.
God dang it.
It's a tart, right? A pie.
Well, he was calling it a pumpkin pie,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I like tart better because I looked at it, it was red. I was like, no, that's cherry pie. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
How about this?
Now that's talking my language, good sir.
Evil pie.
This
Yeah. So
I
there's definitely some Ghost Rider stuff coming,
yeah, and I found that I have a type with eyeball
Oh
dudes. It's
yeah.
like Oculus Orbis is one of my favorite mad balls. This I could know nothing about the orb, which I know enough, but I could know nothing about the character and still want that figure.
Tom, get out. No, this is right up. There was a discussion on the forums about how this may be a little too Confederate, but this is straight up Evil Knievel top gear.
Yeah.
This is Evil Knievel-y. But is
Yeah.
that
That's what
is that Bucky Cat body?
I think it oh man, is it really? The
Yeah, I
feet
think
look
so.
like it. The feet, oh man, really?
But at the same time, yeah, those last ditch get them in there because I mean it's the orb.
Yeah, but
They weren't going to go, well, we need to put new parts and pieces or make new parts and pieces for the orb. It's
I
got the
guess.
collar, it's got the eyeball.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Oh, Hasbro needs to do something to get people to buy this. I want this car so much, and seeing the amount of backers drop sucks. Yeah,
I
once the early bird didn't
I was going to
get
say
burned.
no two campaigns are the same, but
Yeah,
once the Rancor started going backwards, it never recovered.
yeah.
So that's tough.
Yes, Evil Knievel.
Yeah.
Eyeball
That's what
Knievel.
that's what I see here.
There you go, Tom.
But you're right. It's kind of unfair. I guess it's fair to say that the Bucky Cap body is outdated at this point,
Mhm.
but I don't think it's fair for me to say that that means that it's bad. It's just not as good.
Right.
Right.
I think they're making their last ditch efforts. They are progressing in
Yeah.
changing over to pinless and new sculpts and different body types and stuff, but it's not a overnight top thing. And that's
Yeah.
not me defending, and that's not me. It's just me looking at it from a production standpoint. They're still
Yeah.
trying to get as many characters as they can out there. It's just,
It's not like well, because you did a little teaser of it before. It's like they didn't go back and stick Daredevil on that body again, right? Daredevil got
yeah,
upgraded a
no.
little bit. So yeah. I love the whole giant eyeball dude thing, but I recognize that the orb is not Daredevil.
Right. There we go. You calm it down. You calm it down. How dare you be rational with that? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I can carry on doing this anymore, so I'll see you later.
Run away. Run. Are those Betty Davis eyes?
Gigantic.
But Daredevil is. You can't go by the packaging anymore. That's it's in the package.
Yeah, Mystique taught you that though, right?
Yeah, and a few others. It's gotten to where I've just what they show me here with the actual prototypes or the promotional pictures, I don't care what's on the trash around my plastic.
Yeah, I will say that it is not unique to Hasbro to say that you really just can't go buy a render to see what your final product is.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, we'll get to that. Let's orb, closer orb. And some
Yeah.
Visine.
Yeah.
Some more orb. Can you tell? Okay, I
Smorb.
like orb.
Smorb. Yeah.
I took more pictures of orb than I did the whole Transformers panel. Molecule Man.
That was one that I was not expecting, but I'll take it.
This one does throw me a little bit. It's
The
not
head,
quite what
does
I
the head look
pictured.
a little too modern to you or something? Or
Modern-ish, almost
yeah,
animated-ish.
yeah,
But at the same time, it's Molecule Man.
yeah, yeah. And if anything with Marvel Legends at this point now, that I would be willing to like drift out of like exactly what I want, it's with the bad guys. So
Who the hell is this? Yeah. It has actually been a while since I've seen Molecule Man. Was that
yeah,
Secret Wars or no
yeah,
face marking? But there's face marking. Ba-bam.
yep. It's subtle right now.
It is subtle. Didn't it come and go as he used more and less power or whatever?
I think so. I think you're right.
And it's, yeah, the Red Skull villain's wave body.
Mm.
Yeah, because he was always kind of, this means we
Yeah,
need a
that's
Volcano.
yeah. That's what I was. Okay, maybe younger is. It's like the head doesn't really click with me, and maybe it is because it looks younger.
At least it's unique.
Yeah.
Molecule Man, the college years.
He was.
Oh,
He was
damn it, man.
subatomic particle man at that point.
I-
Oh no!
What the hell? You didn't have to ruin the whole presentation.
You ruined it now.
That's
Out.
hey, Veebs, don't have a cow, man. Come on.
Oh God. I'm Molecule Man. Who the hell are you?
Didn't his son took over? Did he? Man, that may have been after I was
Yeah, maybe so. But God dang it. That is
DC.
they made a Bort action figure.
Ban him. Ban him.
Yes.
Oh
dang
man.
it.
If they went Beyonder, hopefully they'd go for the whole the white disco suit,
Yes.
everything.
Yes. And I would love to have a figure of that. Absolutely.
Oh no, now we've descended into Simpsons references, and I don't know Simpsons either.
Oh.
I was happy to pull out the you should have a hamburger accessory. But yeah, didn't he run with Volcana? Wasn't she? It was
yeah, maybe. I think so. It's been a long time, man.
It's a little less. This looks a little better. The actual plastic piece.
He's very stern there.
Yeah. Pre-order all fan. I think they put this pre-order all fan 6 p.m. on everything.
Wait,
see, he's got the face.
We couldn't pre-order him yet, could we?
No, they put that 6 p.m. thing on everything yesterday.
Okay.
For over the weekend, I think. Robo.
Robo.
Oh, a new Volcana figure could also double for Anaconda. I was trying to make a.
I was gonna say you want none. You want some sun.
That's right.
Yeah.
Rose, do you even Marvel? Not modern Marvel.
Yeah.
There were a couple in Secret Wars. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Looks like Robert Patrick.
I can see that.
I can see that too.
But I also see Bart Simpson now. What's different about this?
I don't know Jersey Shore. What do you mean? What is different about this?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is now double elbows and photo real,
Okay.
but it's Walgreens.
Yeah, I'm thinking about like I don't think I need upgrades on Moonstone because I don't.
I don't think I have Moonstone. Did she come in a box set?
Yes, and I
Which
split that.
box set?
I split that box set, I think, with Matt at San Diego one year.
That's why I don't have Moonstone, because I only had who'd I get at? That was that Crossbones?
Yes, because I got Moonstone and what's her name?
Satana?
Satana, yeah. And Matt got Ghost, and maybe there one more in there.
I got Crossbones.
Was it 3 or was it 4 or 5 figures in that set though?
I don't remember that far back.
Yeah.
What's going on? What's going on, Kevin? Thunderbolt said, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pinless too. Oh, don't get me not on that picture, but we've already made that. No, she still has pins in the legs. So it's using that body. They've just changed the arms.
Arms, yeah.
I think it's the same head too.
That logo's different, right? That Thunderbolts logo is slightly different.
I guess looks like a big exclamation point.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm glad they put this out so people could get it. But
Luke Cage.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like I got Luke Cage.
Cage came out again later because I have him too.
Maybe
he came in that set. He came in that set with Jewel, right?
Ghost as well. Yeah, I didn't get Ghost.
Yeah, Matt. I know Matt got Ghost. Yeah.
Walgreens has been better with offering figures online. Yeah, they wait a while. They take their sweet ass time to get there, but
I was gonna say that's like direct correlation to the couple of Walgreens by me used to be rock solid in terms of being reliable to get all Hasbro exclusives fairly easily. And the second that they started making them more easily available online, I don't find anything at the store anymore.
Yeah. Because I think I relied on you for a couple of the Fantastic Four. I think.
Well, we found the thing one time when you were up here because I bought like the 8th one or something.
What? Hoarder? Oh, there you go, Matt. Seems like we split.
Yep.
3 ways. Was that on the back patio of the convention center?
It was out in the sun. Yep. Because the box was stupid big, so we wanted to get rid of the box.
Yeah. What do we got? Some Moonstone. I do like the face print though.
Yeah. And like again, I said, if I cared more about Moonstone, but
yeah. And then for future release, the What If Gamora in Thanos armor.
Yeah. That's the portrait on that is gorgeous.
Yeah. It skews a little animated, but not bad.
But I like it a lot.
It's still a neat What If thing, but I was always a sucker for What If comics. You know, I always was like,
that was something that I was kind of the opposite. I was never like super.
You didn't want to. You didn't want to tread into.
It's like
or change things up.
It's like you're going to like double level fantasy in my fantasy here, so it's like it's all. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's cool. It's cool.
It does look like all original parts, which it being MCU, I know they reuse here and there, but that's tempting to.
It's so funny. I guess for lack of a better term, I'll just say it's so funny the economics of the Marvel Legends line and how it works in terms of parts and whatnot. It's crazy.
I still love the zombie cap.
I never got that. I think the only What If figure that I got was Nebula, and that's because I wanted the hair.
That's right.
I put that hair on a Sue Storm.
80s or 90s. Oh shit! Back in the day, what was the? It was the series. It may have been later where Wolverine became king of the vampires, and I maybe that's why I liked Exiles so much, because it was kind of a what if thing, but they'd team up and try to fix different
Oh,
dimensions.
yeah, fits. Okay, I take that back. I got Captain Carter and uh the
Oh,
robot. They're the exosuit thing too, because that's just cool.
the Hydra Stomper.
Hydra Stomper. Yeah, thank you.
So that was 90s.
I had to get that because I've got Carter sitting on Hydra Stomper's shoulder. It's just a cool, like, this can sit on its own and be its
Yeah,
own thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, she showed up.
I freaking
Well,
love
that's still MCU. You don't do a lot of
I
MCU.
freaking love MCU Peggy anyway. So
This though, I thought I didn't care. It's almost like the Jim Lee X-Men. I didn't care until they started making them, and it looked like they were going to complete or make a run at completing the team. It's the same thing here. That I read the hell out of issue 275, but
yeah, I was gonna say this when they were all like this hit a very sweet spot for me. So it's like, ugh, I'm torn because it's
yeah,
like there's something about having them all in the same an actual uniform. um, yeah. Ugh, this is a tough one.
yeah, we're streaming to both for the people who usually hit the live streams, but it's a special occasion, so I thought, hey, let's put it on the main channel, see what happens, and we'll probably reserve that for big shows.
Post big show discussion.
Yeah.
We can actually have it.
Yeah. Yeah, just think of the legalities here. Isn't it time to see an amalgam figures like Dark Claw, Super Soldier going through DC and Marvel?
You know what? I honestly believe, because there's so much focus on movie streaming, that level of media with these now, that is what will make that an impossibility going forward. I think when it was comic companies, it was doable. Now that it's
Yeah.
multi-billion dollar, television and entertainment and stuff like that, I don't think that will ever happen again.
Disney, Warner Brothers, probably something with McFarlane,
Yeah.
Hasbro.
unless Disney ends up buying DC, which will never happen. I don't think that'll ever happen again. They did that. Didn't they do that one thing for George Perez? And that was shocking that they got that done for that reissue comic thing. But I don't think you'll ever see anything like that in something like this again, unfortunately.
It was apparently very difficult to even reprint the Marvel versus DC books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there's too much money involved, and it's too competition heavy now, because of how they actually make them profitable. That,
Yeah.
sorry, I didn't mean to go down that rabbit hole. I just don't think it's ever going to happen.
What do you think of this Wolverine head, though? That's another thing that I like about this release.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. that to me is a very unmasked Wolverine, right in my sweet spot. And that just looks like he has had it with everybody, and I can relate to that expression.
This is fuzzy on my screen because this is a screenshot of a live stream being broadcast on another live stream. So if y'all can't see shit, then that's my fault.
It's a little fuzzy. I mean,
yeah,
it's not horrible.
Let's see.
Yeah, the swappable heads on this make it cool on its own. But to your point, damn it, are they going to get me for this? Are they going to do everybody in this look?
Oh, you didn't watch this live stream, did you?
No.
Okay, hold on.
I couldn't.
I know. I got you. I like you being surprised by things. This is awesome. But vintage retro card thing. I'm not sure how I feel about this because the VCR VHS 90s animated Cyclops is the same way. They've changed the legs to where they're keyed in. So there was a couple of pictures I saw of Cyclops where you can see kind of a gap in there. But
I'm
it's looking
torn.
okay here. It's looking pretty
I'm
good.
torn on that because I'll admit, like Cyclops and I think Rogue was another one of those too. As soon as I got those figures, I glued that shit down.
Yeah. But the thing I like about that, I can understand the frustration. But the thing I like about it, if I want them a little high, I can glue them up high, or if I want them low, because that seems to be an argument too, is because these straps should be lower, closer to the knee.
Yeah,
if I remember right.
Yeah.
So
well, and I didn't mean to say, oh, are they going to do everybody like? I mean, I know they showed Storm, and I can't believe they did. Oh, I'll get into that when we get to him. But it's like,
okay.
So are they going to now get to everybody like this?
I'm pretty sure because I haven't been through that leak list that's been going around. I see text and it's just like Bueller. I start losing focus, but apparently there's a couple of 3-packs on there for this. So, but I was just in the room too, and if I set up my display, I want different X-Men teams, but having the characters line up down to the next shelf, like Storm, and then different characters for different. Like I said, X-Men's my meat and potatoes when it comes to Marvel. So I don't
know where I'm gonna put all this.
Did I just scanners you?
Yeah. Oh, no, they did, not you. I don't kill the messenger here.
Can we get a morph without a cell shading? I actually got parts and pieces for, well, right here. I got my yellow paint in today to paint up the box set Cyclops with a casting cave head.
See, I think I was just going to get lazy and probably just make that swap and call it done.
I had some credits on the Disney store too, so I did order one to see what I can do, but if not, I'll have an evil morph running around.
Yeah.
There you go. Rex list, 2 3-packs, Forge, Storm, Jubilee, Banshee, Gambit, and Psylocke. And the good thing about that, well, not good that they're in 3-packs, but if that Psylocke head is improved in order to make the Psylocke better.
Yes.
Then that'll be cool.
Because I'll have to buy that for Banshee alone, even though it's the wrong Banshee or look. But yeah.
But at the same time, I think Banshee wore that look for quite a while.
He did. I'm being selfish with.
Yeah, but you know you're gonna get this because it's the first Banshee, and then they'll hit us with another one later.
Yeah.
How big of a? I'm actually making the Fwoosh shed for us to move. We're going to be tiny housing it, and I'm going to keep the house itself for toys and everything. It looks like.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with Marvel as far as display goes. That's tough.
Yeah. Please, Mr. Harding, do Betsy head sculpt. I'm hoping like Wolverine and like Storm. They showed Storm. She got an all new head. So yeah, hope the appropriate change is made.
Yeah, because there was a good 2-year, maybe 3-year run in there with Legends that it was like everybody looked the same because they weren't branching out as far as sculptors go, or sculptors are doing whatever, making their stuff look the same because they have a style. But it's good to see some differences here.
Than this. Man, I've been waiting a long time for a long shot, and I'm happy there's I say options. It's essentially his luck power, the star on the chest, and the man bag.
I'm thinking that I'm probably going to end up Frankensteining those 2 figures for the one that I want, because now it's like, I don't care about that Dazzler enough. But I think the Mojo, from what I've seen online, the Mojo details in the box set make it worth it to me. But it'll let me, like I said, Frankenstein this.
Looking back through a lot of the, here, I got this today. Boom.
On a Sunday?
On a Sunday.
Oh, is it Amazon?
Yeah, but through the post office.
Post office works on Sundays for Amazon.
And that's but I don't know if it's my usual driver or somebody. They don't like coming up the road, up the dirt road and everything, and down the driveway for my house. So a lot of the times I'll get the undelivered, and then it'll show up Monday and all that. But no, they came, put it on the porch, so that was pretty cool.
Oh, that's good.
But looking back through the old comic art, a lot of the interiors, Mojo was just kind of a pale yellow, kind of washed out. But then on the covers, it was like a deep yellow with extra detail and kind of that people have been calling it the animated yellow skin too. So again, options.
Yeah, I would say, because Mojo's not a huge thing for me, is that Mojo's freaking gross. So I'd go with the version where he looks the grossest.
Yeah, yeah. I have a feeling I'm going to display the box set because I know that there's back and forths on this too, but the box set hasn't even shipped, and they didn't show this, but it's popping up. It's on Amazon, at Targets, on Pulse, and then they show long shot. It kind of gives you a chance that for you to make a decision on which version you want or how much money you want to spend.
Yeah, it's the timing. I mean, I get it. You can only control logistics with things shipping from the other side of the world to some extent. But the fact that this like just showed up, it's new, and it's like shipping now ahead of the box set is like, that's weird.
Well, if I remember right, the box set was always meant to ship scheduled for December, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah, and that's fine, because it's one of those things that's like, oh, I pre-order this for me, and I think Pabs too, and it's like, then, oh, okay, here it is. But the fact that Mojo is out before that is crazy.
Yeah. And once I get the other one, I'll decide which one I want to display, and then I'm going to do some custom painting, see what happens. Because Mojo's one of those things. Hell, I was looking at buying, which I should know better, but in fact, it was Kansas City at one of the vintage stocks. They had a statue that was broken. I was like, man, that's a big Mojo. If I could take that base and then maybe sculpt something on top, repaint it and everything, I'll have a Mojo for my display. But they wanted way too much for it, so I didn't do it.
Yeah.
And then there's always been that search for the perfect custom fodder to make a long shot. So I'm excited about this set and getting a long shot and Mojo.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
I'm so torn. Hello, Two Grease. That's awesome.
Hello, yes.
We need Outback Betsy. Yes.
I want some armored Betsy now.
Wait, was it? She was armored in Outback.
Outback? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I think that was after.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I just,
when
I think of armored Betsy, it's like, I don't think in my head that's Outback Betsy. It's just, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And then she went through the Siege Perilous.
Mm-hmm.
Long shot plus Outback Rogue means I just need Outback Betsy Braddock. Yep.
Yeah.
Mullet Tony looks like an 80s porn star. That's not the one I meant to click on, but I like that. Huh. I don't know what it is about that head that bugs me. Maybe it's that.
Yeah. But I mean, to me, a mullet with Tony Stark was, a sign of the times. And I get that Longshot was created during that time, but that haircut is inseparable from him. So
I'm just happy with some long shots, and it looks good with the everything, because I don't even know where my Toy Biz long shot went to. It's been years.
And well, that figure was a disaster anyway. So.
Yeah.
Thinking about how, because he was one of those where like the joints went in everywhere, right? So it looked like he was pinched at the knees and the ankles and the elbows.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Madrox or Multiple Man.
You know what? This is good because this gives me the ability now to clear the get back to using classic Havoc. I want a new classic uh what's her name? I'm staring at her.
Wait. Oh, Polaris?
Polaris, thank you. I was yeah. And I can get rid of Jacket, Madrox, and go with this one.
I think, oh man, and I hate to say it, this is so against the grain when it comes to me, you know. But I think I'm gonna keep the X Factor version and just display that as that team. I think the figures, much like Jim Lee, have grown on me, and I'm passing on this.
Are you?
Yeah.
I like classic Havoc, classic Polaris, and classic Madrox looks much better than the X Factor stuff. So these need to clear those as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
I'm the opposite there.
You just want Guido off your shelf.
Yeah, F that guy.
I've been listening to this strong guy hate for years now.
Ugh. Ugh.
But the way they sell me on another Madrox is go Noir and go with that X Factor team. That would replace the 90s. That would replace, well, it wouldn't kick classic Havoc off my shelf, but
yeah.
Well, he wasn't on that team until, or well, did he make an appearance or something? I don't know, but I want the newest version of X Factor.
Yeah.
Don't pass on this. I gotta. Oh, Snap's got me wondering if I said it right. Is it Polaris? Yeah, it's Polaris. That's what I'm going to stick with now. There we go. Investigations. That's what I was trying to think of.
Yeah. Okay, I remember that. Yeah.
And that's essentially Jamie with a T-shirt with that design on it.
Yes.
In a trench coat and pants.
Yes. And pants, baggy pants, right? Yeah.
Yep. See, Veebs loves Strong Guy. And Strong Guy, you can put in a sweater, you can put in a something and make them modern. Yeah. Then you'd need another Strong Guy.
He is like on a list of 10 fictional characters that I usually don't get into it because it's like people love their stuff and they're into it and that's great. But he is one of those ones that I will tell you he was terrible.
Come on now. Did you ever read X Factor?
Yes. And it's stupid. And I get it. It's like a joke within a joke, but it's a bad joke.
But my X Factor's the original 5. So when it went to Havoc and Polaris and all of them, I stopped reading that title. I went back and read some, but yeah, Investigations was my that team.
No.
And then randoms coming, for Leak List.
That's random.
This is late. I mean, late. This is dark.
Yeah. I don't think
the gold doesn't stand out against it like it.
Yeah,
like I feel like it should.
I'm hoping it's the lighting in the studio because I think the Joe team made some of the same comments as well, with Falcon looking dark as far as the green goes and whatnot. But yeah, because that to me is not right. The card looks good.
His can't get no satisfaction pose. Keith.
Well, we've had Molecule and Multiple Men ruined today. Thank you.
What? I like it, and I completely understand that any other time I would be down for a classic version like this costume, but yeah, I don't know. I'm happy with what I got.
I wish they would have gone with yellow and light green here, though.
That's, you know what? That probably would have sold me as more classic in my head. The gold doesn't seem throwback, you know, vintage.
Well, gold is one of those things that it's like you can make the argument that it's like shiny gold on a comic-based character probably shouldn't exist anyway, right? But
Yeah, yeah. Oh, hmm. It's the only one I didn't pre-order, so we'll see how. Because I
Mm,
did pre-order this because I have that 2-pack.
me too.
It's very, but now that I see this, that's more what I remember from the comics, and that belt kind of seals the deal.
I am getting this because I like the colors better, and my oldest daughter has been all over me for a couple of years about wanting a Dark Phoenix figure, and it's like you've picked a version of a character that has always been stupid, impossible to get. So now, yeah, that's gonna happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna comes with the Jagger face. He's got multiple moves like Jagger. I read that earlier, and that's
Oh.
why didn't they give her a Rachel head? That would have been an amazing alternate head. But I feel like if they had done that, it would have been like an uprising of, whoa, you did Excalibur. Why is Rachel in this costume instead of this costume? Because she needs to
Mm,
be in her Hound costume
yeah,
to finish off Excalibur.
yeah,
But
yeah.
whenever she does come out, that's a good. She may find Rachel head onto this body.
This figure makes me dislike that multiple man figure even more though, because
Why is
they
that?
went they went bright classic comic-y colors with this, and they did the opposite with multiple man.
You can see the difference. Maybe he is a little bit brighter because you can see the difference from here,
Yeah,
the photo shoot to
but
what's actually in their studio.
yeah, I still think that it's going to be hard for that green and that gold to have enough contrast, maybe, to make it look the way that I think it should.
This sold out quick. Oh, on Pulse, yeah. It seemed like
Oh, did
was it
it?
quite a few of this wave sold out really, really quick.
Really? Well, this
I'm a
is
I'm a million miles behind. I've been on live streams like that before. I start typing and I realize, oh no, I'm 30 minutes behind. That's
well, this
Iron Man.
is this whole series, even if I don't like all the figures aren't screaming to me, it just enforces the fact that yeah, I get it. There's no build a figure pieces with these and whatnot, but these retro legends are my favorite legends things going right now.
And at a certain point, I would get like a double of my favorites because I love the cards.
Yeah,
Even though I wasn't doing toys at that time, I like the throwback of it, but not much anymore.
yeah.
How about some Avalanche? Which right here it
Pretty
looks like he has ears on the side of his.
yeah, yeah, it does. He looks like a strife.
When they first showed this picture during the stream, I thought, wait a second, that looks odd.
Yeah.
But
Um, I mean, how long? I mean, we settled for that. You know, I
the
don't mean
scrubbing
this in a
bubbles.
well, I don't mean this in an attacking kind of way, but Toy Biz Marvel Legends was often subject to whatever Jesse Falcon thought cool as far as like costume looks or whatever at the time. And so we like had that old X-Men Avalanche for so long, which is ugly as sin. And it's like, finally, here he is for real. But
It,
I'm
it
still, there's still a couple of things about this, but go
no
ahead.
big A. There's
No
no
big
A
A,
on them.
no
Mhm.
big A. And it's one of those things that it's like, I get if they would have made the silver white, it wouldn't have looked correct, but the silver still feels a little dark here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cup says a little too classic. Yeah, I feel like there should be an A on there somewhere.
Yeah.
But I like. I saw some people not like how bulky he is, but I don't know. I kind of like. It's kind of that. It's straddling the fence. There's some
I'll,
classic feel to it, but some modern on it.
I'll say that I would want him to be bigger than Pyro, and
Mhm.
so this accomplishes that.
Okay.
Um, and I can see he's a little too bulky, but this is within the margin of error for me in terms of how big he should be.
Hmm.
But I mean, I'm just excited to take a picture of like, you know, the team that I consider to be in my own brain, like the Brotherhood, and it's kind of a mix of different eras and whatnot. But he's he's really like the last one to really join the group of like, all right, when I'm piecing together what I like as far as characters and putting the Brotherhood together, he's one of them. And I've got everybody else now too, so
Right.
it's cool.
Now we need Destiny and Fantasia to finish the team.
That, Destiny
And
would be cool.
yeah, but if you put Crimson Commando in there, you have to put oh shit, I forgot his name. Tower. He was in the kind of lavender and yellow with like with castle turrets, kind of a
Yes.
damn Stonewall.
Ah,
But I don't think Stonewall lasted as long as Crimson Commando, huh?
yeah.
Was Tusk in the Brotherhood? Tusk wasn't in when I remember. I'm glad I didn't say Hightower because that's what his cut right here always reminded me of was a high tower.
Man,
Oh wait,
that
oh
Police
there's 3 of
Academy crossover was wild.
them. It was Stonewall, Crimson Commando, and there was a speedster guy. Who was that guy? He was like in a leather cap with dangles, goggles,
Oh,
blue costume.
uh,
Was it Super Saber?
yeah, I think it was.
There you
Yeah.
go. Thank you, Basil. And then we need
Man.
a new blob too, right? I mean, that's a given.
Yeah. A more well, I would hope a more classic-y looking one, but I don't know. I guess anything's on the table. I kind of resigned myself a long time ago to be like, yeah, this is probably the blob that we're gonna have, and I'm okay with it. But why? Why would I
Yeah.
say that?
They were World War II. That makes sense. Remembering their costumes in my head.
uh,
Oh yeah, that was hinted too, right? Or leaked.
mm.
But this, how about this?
It. I mean,
Look,
as far no, I was gonna say, as far as I'm concerned, I mean, this is one of those characters that I get it. It's not her first time in Marvel Legends, but it really kind of is, right? Because
I have that other one floating around in a tub somewhere, but
it
this
wasn't
looks
good. It's not
this
good.
this
So
looks better. This
yeah,
looks way better.
yeah.
But this is confusing. Looking at this picture like this right here, what's
They're behind. Yeah.
there are 18 arms in this picture between the art and the two figures.
Yeah. Yeah. Jeez.
All pinless arms, all up and down hinges on the wrists, from what I can tell. Reused swords. The only thing that gets me here, and I hate to even point it out, but looking at it, it looks like her legs are it's like so much plastic for the arms, they took it away from the torso a little bit. Almost like the
She's
top
got
half is a bit smaller than the bottom.
I was gonna say she's got they forced the Pixar mom lower body on her by doing that.
Yeah. But it's not even going to be noticeable. In fact, if I could lower that belt just slightly, that would go away.
Yeah.
It would still be thicker, but in action poses, not even going to matter.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll say this. Spiral, for not even being one of my, favorite characters by a long shot. This figure, aside from what you just kind of pointed out, this figure is pretty damn gold, though.
Oh yeah, there are some apple bottom jeans. There's boots with the fur. Yep. Yeah, this is awesome, especially with Mojo coming and everybody else.
Yeah.
You got me coughing.
Sorry. I've had like a cold for the last week too, so it's just been ugh.
She's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. Remember remember when it was not that long ago when we were doing like our most wanted retro carded releases and we were trying to like convince people to maybe not be so beholden to 100% reuse of that, and now like just a couple years later,
Look at
look
this.
at
And when it comes to it, I mean, well, here's the other characters. This is reuse. Wolverine has new parts. Jean is reuse, right? Did they give her new arms?
well, I mean, even if it's new to the
Oh,
figure, they're not
yep,
necessarily new to the
true,
library, right?
true.
So, I
And then
mean,
this is all sculpt.
if that's where they, did less of the new stuff there to make all of these other ones happen, I mean, Mazel tov.
Oh, is this what you're talking about, Prophet? Is the open hand and this hand side to side? Which is okay. I'm okay with side to side when it's just gripping or fist, but if it's holding a weapon, I want some up and down. The swords are all reuse though.
Oh yeah, they are, aren't they?
Angela, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah. But and that's okay.
But yeah, I'm down for this. Oh, and then you saw Storm, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I saw,
Yeah.
you doing the typical, Lord's work with the posting of the screenshots and whatnot is where I actually had to use those articles to get caught up for most of the presentations this time. So yeah, I saw this.
This head is awesome.
That head is great.
And they can reuse this body. I mean, it's essentially the same body for
I was gonna say it's this is one of those things that seeing everybody together. I mean, I might as well get them because when I see them all together, it's gonna be like, oh, I've got to have this just
right.
because they look. I'll put up a tiny shelf somewhere in a random spot and be like, yeah, that's that X-Men team.
All in training uniforms. Plus, with training uniforms, there's so many possibilities for customs and
Well,
stuff.
and we've got. I mean, I know it's like a more modern one for Moira, but doesn't that kind of go? Wasn't that Muir Island? Was she on?
Uh,
Was she around
no, that's
then?
Krakoa. That's kind of a modern top thing.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, but still.
Oh yeah, all the storm heads from the Mohawk on are beautiful. Yeah,
Yeah, I'll give you that for sure.
but this, yes.
Crazy.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
I'm not mad.
I know.
I'm
I
not
know.
mad. Like I said, it's just my this was the one figure that I was like yes, and then my personal bias was like
Yeah,
needs to
but
be
this
green.
this gets us 95% to the giant size team.
It
Take off
does,
that belt, paint it green.
but also wasn't he still floating around in this look
Nah,
a little bit during like the Lee era too? Can't you cheat him into there too?
in this look or the green?
This one.
Yeah. Was he training New Mutants or somebody at this point?
Somebody, and I think there was what I mean is that I think it's the Muir Island thing, but also I think the Lee team crowd would fit him in too, right?
It's about that same 90s era because Lee drew the uniform team too, didn't he?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, I think so.
yeah, I'm down with this. This is, I get it. And I wish that was the color of the cape,
Yes.
but I think it's part of the torso or some kind of back mount or something. But because after having Siren and trying to keep that thing in place. Well, I think hers is supposed to flare out a little bit. Banshee,
Yeah.
I always thought, was attached all the way down on his costumes, like it'd flare out
Yeah,
and would
like a
be
flying
wings, kind of,
squirrel.
yeah, flying squirrel. Banshee and Forge teamed up post Siege Perilous era.
Yeah. And Forge is
Mm.
essentially in that's essentially his costume, even during the Lee stuff. So
What's happening? Is this also the same as Orb? No, this is this Vulcan?
I mean, he's got the shoulders, so I think it's got to be right.
Yeah, it's got butterflies, it's got pinless. It's got this. Is this the same body they're using for the new Cyclops? No, it's got the gloves above the wraps. But I think the new Cyclops is Vulcan too. I haven't messed with Vulcan enough to know that body on sight, you know? It's
Yeah, I
attached on
guess
the
I have.
legs too.
You're calling me out because he was one of those figures that I got, and I went right on the shelf, and I don't know if I've touched him since then.
I've messed with it a little bit, review and then afterwards, but I haven't. There's been so many bodies at this point. I have to have it in front of me. I can't just. The long pecs scream Vulcan. Yeah, yeah. Strife? Uh-oh. Oh, I see you.
Yeah, no,
Strife's not high on my list either.
and is it? Are there differences? Did they upgrade the figure?
I think. Oh, sorry. Hold on. I think for Cyclops, once Jim Lee got a hold of him, he got bigger and thicker. So
Yeah.
I'm okay with it as a more modern Cyclops, but before that, with like
Did you
Cockrum
did
and
you just
Byrne.
call Jim Lee Cyclops modern Cyclops?
No. Everything from there on modern. Yes,
Oh.
shut your mouth. The 90s. Come on, man. Give me that. I think back to that team and it was just a few years ago, right? I mean,
Yeah, that's it.
no, I kind of think of Astonishing as a little broader too. So,
Yeah.
but you go before that, Cyclops was slim.
Yeah. It wasn't just a
So
clever.
I'm okay with Lee and beyond. But yeah, here, this is the same body. Slightly, it's painted slightly different here in somewhere, but this is an all new head.
All new head. Okay.
And this head is so much better.
Yeah, I've got that. That figure is kind of standing in the back. But I think I paid a little bit over retail for that figure, and now I'm mad about it.
Oh, well, maybe he has been altered to. Did I get another shot? Oh, okay.
Yeah, and does he
Maybe.
have those thigh spikes like that? I could go over and pick up
Yeah.
the damn figure.
Yeah, everything.
Okay.
As far as I could tell from the pictures side by side, because I don't know where my Strife is. That's just one of those. I didn't get that deep into the whole Ascani and Nathan Summers type thing, but pictures online show the spikes and the boot flares and everything else.
It's got a little Joel Schumacher-ish to him, though, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yep.
Those
There it
nips
is.
are there. Love that blue metallic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but these head wings, as unconventional and uncomfortable as those would be, they do look better.
He's one of those guys that it's like I don't ever question. I don't necessarily question design choices for embellishment on comic characters, but that helmet's one of those ones that's like that's wild.
Right. Let's see. Cyclops, like I said, is that the same? Yeah, because this isn't using. There's the butterflies. There's the pinless, and they said they keyed in the chest straps this time. So it won't be flopping around and stuff, which is very, very tempting, but no beam effects for Cyclops. No, I guess the resculpting on the torso and well, the legs they're going to use a lot if that's going to be the Banshee,
Yeah.
Forge, Gambit.
Yeah. I'm so torn about these. It's cool, and I get why they do the cell shading, but
Yeah.
the cell shading on these isn't as successful to me as some other lines that do it. It almost feels like an afterthought just to make it a little bit different. So
Hmm.
I don't know.
But on top of that, it's the 90s cartoon.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Well,
But on top of that, I was almost done with the comic book Jim Lee team. You know, I've been
yeah.
tweaking it, changing heads, swapping effects in and out, but I mean, it's cool. But
I mean, I've gotten them all up to this point, so I mean, here we go.
have we got a beam effect with the Jim Lee Cyclops head with the hair? Or has it only been X Factor
I
and
think I think it's only been that X Factor one, right?
although with this much changing, you would think because does the X Factor change out with the mask or is it a head with a slot? Again, I haven't messed
Around the
with it a lot.
corner, hanging
Yeah,
up, I
is
can't
it?
see it
It's so far away.
because I don't think I ever opened that one. I left that
Mm.
as a carded thing for by the arcade machines.
I missed the Warlock Wave Cyclops, so this is a must for me. Me and you both. I'll take a cat face beast.
Yeah, I'd love to have that whole team in Modern Legends.
Then they said they were going to take a break from the VHS animated series X-Men to do Spider-Man in that same style.
Yeah, and honestly, my thought on that is they've been doing so wonderfully well with the retro carded Spider-Man stuff being exactly what I want that I don't think I need these.
Yeah, plus it'll probably look a lot like that exclusive Venom with the reds
Yeah,
and the blues. Yeah,
yep,
somewhere in there. I
yep.
do like that they're going symbiote suit,
Yeah.
or maybe wait for a Mofex reissue.
What they need to reissue is Brown Costume Wolverine.
Yep, I saw that too. Astonishing Cyclops and Emma Frost. I need an Emma Frost. See, that's what I meant. I just made that astonishing Cyclops, so Hasbro's going to make one. You're welcome. And as soon as I finish this morph, they'll probably come out with something with less cell shading or something. So you're welcome.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd love to have that whole astonishing team. I know I just said that and I'm just repeating it, but I'm looking at the shelf over there and it's like, man, that would look nice.
I'm about to put some paint down on the Wolverine too. So, well, I need to
Well,
swap out the shoulder
do
pads.
something with Colossus too and Kitty.
Mm-hmm.
So no.
Because we need astonishing or Colossus, and then we need Outback would be cool, but giant size with a different belt and changes.
Oh yeah.
Carnage. And then this popped up, which they didn't do during the stream. In fact, let me pull up that other thing.
Those rat bastards got me because of Daredevil on here. Otherwise, I could have just said no thanks.
Yeah, because okay, we were talking about this earlier on the package art. There's pins.
Yeah.
Bam, bam, bam. But you get to the actual figure, which I trust more because it's been shown time and time again. The package art has differences.
Yeah.
But there's pins and pins and pins. But he doesn't have pins.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm going by. But this, looking like this, A lot of people want the black outline. A lot of people want the darker or lighter gloves and boots. That sounds like another reissue coming down the line at some point.
Yeah, and Daredevil's one of those guys that it's like, I think I'd probably want that too. And you're right, it will probably eventually happen. But man, I'm willing to sacrifice that for the increased articulation for Daredevil.
Yeah. Yeah, wrong color costume, but damn, this head sculpt, this hair sculpt, if this comes out as nice as what's that figure you got before I looked at Silk, right? From that 2-pack
Yes.
with Doc Ock.
Yes.
Man, if all the female heads look like that from now on with that same level of paint and everything.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll say this though, the face looks great. The hair on this is comic reference accuracy run amok.
get out of this live stream.
I get it.
I know.
I get it. I get it. It's just holy crackers. How's that body even gonna support that?
This makes me not fear. I'm really interested in how they're gonna do an 80s rogue. Yeah.
Fear might be the right word there, friend.
That May Shelf hair. Yeah.
I mean, I totally that God, I wish that was in red.
Yeah. You got to think that with the 2-pack, and then people talking. I saw y'all talking about this Bullseye is a more modern look, and that blue just stands out. But somebody said something about it looks kind of like a sports uniform with a jersey on it. And one of my favorite Bullseye comics is he's on the cover with a baseball glove.
Yeah.
And it feels kind of like an old-timey baseball uniform or something. But at the same time, that blue really
I dislike this strongly.
Yeah.
Again, the Elektra hair to me is like, that's crazy, but I get it. And it looks beautiful. It's just insane. This this is like
bright white. Oh, and both of them, huh? Here and Elektra.
Yeah.
This can be easily painted too. Yeah, at least it's black over blue. But at the same time, I have this figure in black.
Right. Yes.
And it's the same head. They've just painted outside the lines right here for the points.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I love me some Bullseye, but I gotta think, and I think several people mentioned it too, with Daredevil coming, Netflix and not Netflix, sorry, to Disney Plus, then we're about to weather a Daredevil storm in the future. So I gotta think they're gonna do this body again with different paint apps.
I'm getting this set because of that Daredevil still though, because I loves me good Daredevil figures, and so
and this looks good.
Yeah, and white Elektra is not my default, but that the heads look just so good that I'll find a way to display that.
Oh, where'd you go? She-Hulk with that hair would be awesome. Today I was once again strolling the toy aisle at Walmart, and I ran across the oh my god, the AEW. She's the TBS champion, but she's big and muscled, and I thought, man, that would be an awesome She-Hulk body, and I didn't get it because her knee pads are sculpted on. So if it wasn't for that, Jade Cargill, yeah. So I need a She-Hulk. Dee has a big forehead. He's looking like the leader. I don't know about that. I think that's actual proportions, you know? Eyes right across top of the ears.
Yeah.
Big sticks still, though. He's still directing traffic at the airport.
God. They're having the blind guy to do it.
See, exactly. He can hear the planes are coming. They're coming around the bend. Robo, they aren't sculpted. Oh, are they not? I looked around the back and it looked like it was cut out for the articulation. Do I need to run back real quick? bringing in the planes. Those knee pads. Oh, yep. Y'all are talking me into it.
Uh-oh.
I'll have to go get food
There
here
you
in a
go.
little bit. Maybe I'll make a run by Walmart.
Dang.
But oh yeah, does his other sticks have a bendy wire? What comes with it? Let me get back to here. Right here. Oh, is it a swappable piece?
Oh, yeah, because they're not attached to the end of it, are they?
No, you attach the sticks to it. Huh.
That's
Also,
crazy.
another thing, you can tell that this Electra has a different torso
Yeah.
on the package.
Yeah. Definitely.
But some bright white.
Yeah,
And
I want
then
that.
Johnny Gargano showed the new, the old Star-Lord.
Yeah. This was very unexpected and it's very, very cool. And I would be all over it if I thought for 1 second I would get the I've got my Guardians and Legends,
Yeah.
even though they're more modern-y, they're a team, you know?
Yeah, but this is before he was even Guardians, right? This is
Yeah. Yeah,
him,
absolutely.
him just
But
cosmic.
it's one of those things that it's like, I don't know if I can have 2 Star-Lords on the shelf.
Yeah. I've
But
got a mix of
it's
select,
rad that they are making this, though.
some Walmart exclusive.
Yeah, not rad, but yeah.
It's a blue character. Walmart had to grab it.
Well, gosh, and it's even look at their logo with the gold on there. They're even skewing it.
Oh my god, it's even yeah.
And look at the belt buckle. The belt buckle's even kind of in that shape.
It's a Walmart.
It's
Captain
Captain
Walmart.
Buy Walmart Lord figure. Love
Look,
Walmart.
if you close your eyes a lot, this looks like a W.
The overlords are working overtime
No,
on this one.
my favorite shade of blue too. Classic.
Yeah.
Oh,
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
but then that
Uh-oh.
ended that day. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. I think was that all for Marvel? Yeah, that was all for Marvel.
We've taken 2 hours on Marvel.
There was Transformers in there too, and Power Rangers.
Transformer.
Yeah. Okay, right off the bat, they showed Rock and Roll, which was shown at Digital Skull was grayscale at San Diego.
At San Diego, yeah.
Oh, there we go. Walmart is life. Life is Walmart. All praise Walmart.
Yeah.
This. What do you think of this as Rock and Roll?
I like it. I think they took more liberties with him than they have with a lot of the other characters. My thing is that the only thing I wish I could have seen him with the helmet on and to really like seal it.
Now see that I think they took after I did some Googling and stuff, it looks like they did what they did to a couple of who was it? Was it Roadblock or something? They took design elements from version 1 and version 2 and kind of stuck them together. Because version 2 has the beige shirt.
Beige, yeah.
But camo pants. Whereas version 1 had all green. So this is cool. I'm down for this, but it almost again, you almost guarantee there's gonna be a retro release in green or
tattoos,
camo. No tattoos.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is cool. Hey, that's more figures, more reuse, more figures down the line. But you missed a lot of Spiral. We talked about Spiral for 45 minutes. Where were you?
About Spiral for a while.
You should have been here. A lot of people dislike the sports shell style shirt, but I think it looks modern, pretty nice. Yeah, again, it's spruced up, classified style.
Yeah, but that's cool, but they've kind of been getting away from that.
What, the classiciness or the classifiedness?
the classifiedness.
Yeah.
I will get this, obviously, but I think this was the one figure that they showed that I was already kind of thinking about how's that going to look in the next version, be it retro card or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right?
Because I
Yeah.
think there was also a version, they could do a deluxe version with the big quadruple or well double Gatling guns thing
Yeah.
that he had.
Well, and let me ask you this, and this might be my brain not knowing or thinking of it right. And I get the more realistic look here, but if they were to do like a retro carded version, he almost doesn't seem blonde enough to me.
Yeah, see. Oh, okay. How about this? A retro version, all in green, brighter blonde,
No tattoos.
no tattoos. But then
Yeah.
a deluxe version, camo pants, hat with the ammo string on them,
Mm-hmm.
and the big ass blaster thing, whatever the hell they
Yeah.
wear.
Well, hell, man, they did that. Well, I guess Roadblock didn't get a retro version, but he's had 3 versions at this point, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And a repaint, essentially. He had the original, the repaint of the original, the Cobra Island one, and then the deluxe. So yeah, I could see them doing something like that.
yeah. It makes sense. That's
It's a cool figure, and I really, really do like it. But it was the one that they showed that I was like, I kind of want the retro version of this already.
right. Which now that they've set that precedent, again, there's options. You may have to wait a
but
little
but
bit, but
but here's the thing about the Joe team. And Lenny cannot open his mouth without it just coming out there. Even if they make design decisions that you maybe don't like as well as this or that, the thought and the detail that they put into those decisions with like the tattoo thing, when he's going like it's attention that I don't think you can find anywhere else right now.
right,
So it makes me like a version of this that maybe I would have kind of wished they would have made some other choices on. It makes me like it more because of that.
right.
Yeah.
And at the same time, while I like the classicness, and I'm down for a lot of the classic look, but I'm also for some updating, for some changes, putting their own spin on things. It may have went a little far. Well, I don't know. Hindsight, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
At the time, it was like, oh man, what? They're adding this. But once I got the figures in hand, it was like, oh, okay, pretty cool. But then
It's still rad
classic,
as F.
yeah. Did you guys see the Haya? We don't talk about that scale here.
What?
Yeah, no, it did look good, but I got to think those guys are only going to go so far with the,
They're not exactly known for their speed, right?
well, I don't know. They're burning through the Judge Dredd characters in their 3 3/4 inch line,
Are
but they
they?
still haven't shown the 6 inch line.
Hmm.
A do 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 do. How about some bazooka?
That's
Again,
digital perfection right there.
again, them showing this off before the Target version's even out,
Yeah.
giving you options.
Yeah. And this this bazooka looks so much like one of my closest friends' dads from like the late 80s, early 90s, that it makes me
Yeah.
love this even more.
Now, didn't they show? Was there a hairpiece or removable? This is removable, right? I mean,
I think, yeah, oh, yeah.
it's been a while since I've seen the promo images for the.
I mean, they didn't show it here, but I would imagine it's going to be carried over from the other version, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Gotta be.
Gotta be.
Gotta be. There's the team.
Those guys are they're absolutely killing it. I mean, yeah, it's crazy how good they're doing right now.
This I feel like almost has a different feel from some, but maybe it's because they went in depth talking about how this is the figure that has the most skin tight costume that they've made so far. So it's the most superhero spandexy,
Which makes
even though
sense.
it's
The color scheme of it, scheme of it heightens that too.
Yeah.
for sure.
So I think my brain's trying to cross wires a bit. Like,
Mhm.
hey, this is Mockingbird colors. It's like,
Yeah.
"Damn, this is kind of superhero-ish, but
Do you,
this totally works for Torpedo.
do you think Torpedo would appreciate it if you told him he looked like Mockingbird?
And yeah, Mock.
See?
My phone's going. Hold on a second. My phone is beeping away. Okay. But yeah, I'm down for this too because all the extras, everything else.
Yeah, he looks so different. It's one of those, and they said it, and I thought it before they even said it. It's like he is ready for the bathtub or the pool. I'm
Yep.
ready to put him in the pool. Yep.
Constantly water
Yeah.
pouring
Yeah.
out of them.
And that stern head sculpt that's just like, yep. It's going to be covered up most of the time on the shelf, but it's
There
still
you go.
cool.
That I was about to ask you, are you going to display it like this? Or are you going to put
No,
him full scuba gear?
he'll be scuba
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But very, very rad. Very different.
Oh, repaints the army build. Because the first time we see Torpedo in the cartoon, it's like all underwater. Bunch of people.
Mm.
I wonder if they test paint for chlorine exposure. Ooh, I'd never never considered that.
Well, chlorine is one of those things. It's definitely has the ability to do that. I hadn't thought about that. This shit, knowing Lenny, I'm sure he did.
It's got to stand up because I mean, yeah, Hasbro has very very strict safety
Yeah.
protocols in place to shipwreck head will work too. Copperhead.
He's rad. He's probably the most muted of all the figures. So I'm not saying that I don't like him because he's cool. Visually, he was shown with a lot of people who were very amped up,
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's cool.
He's cool.
Let's say this. He had a revolver with a scope on it. So
I think the thing that stands out at me the most is the eyes. The
yeah.
kind of that Firefly look. Like there's a crazy bastard under there. That's
Well, and that's the thing, because it's this line, they're gonna pull that off. That's how it's gonna look.
right. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, he'd be perfect to drive the Fortnite boat.
Oh damn! Don't talk me into buying that boat.
Yeah, I've been avoiding the boat as much as I
I
wanted
was
it. It was
going
like,
to get it, and then I was like, "Don't be stupid," and I haven't gotten it. But man, G.I.Joe is what would get me to buy the boat.
yeah. Oh, is Copperhead supposed to be bigger? I saw that a couple times. Needs to be buffer.
Does he?
I don't know. I like this look. Kind of the he's staring into Beef Boss's soul.
That's damn right.
Hashtag buy the boat.
You better stop.
You have
better
plenty of
stop.
room in there, and I can come up and mess with it a little bit, then leave it with you. I can nephew it.
No,
I'll just
no.
play with it a little bit, put some figures in it, take some pictures, leave it
I
there.
bought this. Here, it stays here now.
Niece and nephew it. Need a Fortnite shark underwater adventures. I do have the shark. Oh, not anywhere around here. Oh, it's in the Fortnite box.
Ah,
In my Fortnite toy box.
yes.
And then there's this guy. Who's this guy? What was it?
That's perfect is what that is. I mean, I don't know, and I am admittedly I'm not the biggest know-it-all when it comes to Joe, but I don't know how or why you would change anything with this figure.
Yeah. This totally works. You're only in it for Polly, though, right?
Well, I'm in for 2 for Polly. Yeah. Yeah.
I love that
And,
Corey.
and,
Huh?
and when you look at him, I mean, he's mostly there.
Yeah. You're just a floral print away and a new head. I love that Corey pointed out the wear on the
Yeah,
top of the pants right there. It's a neat thing that stands out because it could be plain. It could be called plain looks wise, but yeah.
it's perfect, and I appreciate the alternate hair. I'll switch it once to see it, but I can't display him without the hat on, you know?
Yeah. Plus he's got this chest hair going on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wait, what you say? Paulie's got a peg leg.
Yeah, they called that out.
Oh, did they? I must have missed that because in my
Paul
haste to save
Paulie has a
pictures and
peg
stuff.
leg that pegs into the
No kidding.
Yeah. And plus, a peg leg bird on a oceanic
Mhm.
nautical themed character. Come on. Like I said, those guys, even if you don't agree with the design decisions, it's hard to argue the thought that goes into them because it's insane. It's insane. I love it.
Has pictures of Dr. Monbender's abs.
He's very Abby.
But then they went into the his tank, and
Yeah.
I guess I didn't realize they made the metal parts shiny
Yeah, I didn't
and
real
the cloth parts matte.
shiny is hard to pull off in digital render, isn't it? So,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. No, that's cool. That's cool.
Someone's gonna customize a bunch of these into the village people.
I mean, that's what I think I've seen pictures. Hasn't somebody like posted pictures of essentially being able to recreate the village people with very little variance from like what they look like and what the Joe
Yeah.
corresponding character is?
And then the Cobra Commander. This is your Cobra Commander, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it won't. Well, they may, because they announced like Bazooka and Outback. They may announce a classic carded Cobra Commander before the Hiss tank comes out with the logo,
Right.
redone. But thank you. Cobra Commander is the one figure in the classified series that I actively loathe right now, and this washes that all away.
Yeah, I think as much as they point out the Mickey Mouse logo and stuff, and it won't come with all the accessories of this, but
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. Because they'll redo it with the stamp different, and yeah.
Fitz, Binty has had a hooded head up for a while now.
Long time. I mean,
Where
I
have
think
you been? What have you
I
been
think
doing?
it's just a paint match that he would
Like I
do.
always say, you gotta pay attention to the chats. No, I don't say that. She would be the base for the female Cobra Trooper. Oh, you know what? I didn't even realize that.
Yeah. Because they announced that as a name only
Mhm.
reveal, right? Yeah.
Remind me, we'll go through the line or the word reveals because I do have
Yeah.
pictures for all those,
Okay.
but they're not in this folder.
Uh-oh.
That's right, the old Atari video game Snake Globe.
Yeah.
And then they said that the vote for which color the early bird figure will be is coming up, so that'd be cool.
You know what? I am not. I mean, there are versions that we get to vote for that I like more than the other ones, but I'm not so married to any one version that I am not going to choose chaos for this and vote for the purple one because I think I am.
No. What, I can't even remember. I have to look through them all again. I'm sure we've talked about this.
I think there's a black and red one that is probably going to win. If I had to guess which one, if I was betting, I would say that one's going to win. But the purple one's just so weird that I want to vote for that one just because.
I just wanted to fit in with the other two,
Yeah.
So I think red and black was my vote. Black and red. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, Friday they name dropped Hawk.
Yeah.
That was 2 hours ago.
You
that we
know,
talked
Hawk
about Hawk
with
and
the leather
Tripwire.
jacket and the helmet. That one.
Oh yeah. No. You were saying that he didn't have the helmet. And I was like, no, he has a helmet. Remember? No, that was me. That was me.
Oh, but hell yeah, Coco. I love you.
There are a couple of red and black color schemes Oh,
No, that's true.
yeah. We need to pull that up next time and go through it.
Yeah, and that's
Okay.
a path for purple.
No purple. Then there's Marauders Barbecue. Again, we knew about these, but going up for pre-order, we get newer pictures.
That's the one Joe that was announced that I am skipping, and it's not because it looks bad or I don't like it, but I've got barbecue, the one that I want.
I still have my barbecue right here, ready to
Is he
hang
on
out
his
with
skis?
Tito. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if it's just mine. Mine had weak ankles, so to keep him standing, he's on the Fortnite skis, which fit perfect.
Well, I was gonna say you need to repaint those skis and put this one on skis because this is more of like a snow Arctic version.
Oh yeah, it would be.
Yeah, that's a good idea. You should do it.
Hey, it's oh, what was that? Was that
Hey,
my
good idea, Robo? You should repaint those.
No. There is some Fwoosh blue on this, though.
That there is, but I didn't know that this was a thing.
Now, they called them Mad Marauders. Wouldn't it be... Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, it's now Mad Marauders, not Slaughter's Marauders.
I understand why they would make that change, but that just does not roll off the tongue like Slaughter's Marauders.
No, especially with Slaughter coming, though.
Yeah.
Maybe at the time they didn't know?
No, maybe. Maybe.
Jason, you bastard. He's my Hondo McClane in my headcanon 6-inch mask
Oh,
line.
well, there you go. Now you got to put Hondo McClane on blue skis, and this is your guy. They would have gotten me in an instant with this if he would have had a swappable unmasked head, but they don't really do that in this line, do they? A little bit. Not really.
Baroness.
Yeah. What? Wait. What?
Baroness? The motorcycle?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
No, they go for the swappable hair and hat pieces, right?
Yeah, or even faces. Yeah.
Slaughter is too violent. Oh, and they are just Slaughter's online, right?
Is he online only?
I'm not sure. That San Diego.
It was just a timed release thing. You can still order him.
Mad Mardigan Marauders.
Hell yeah. Now that's awesome. I'm the greatest firefighter who ever lived.
Oh, there we go. Kamakura has two heads.
Okay. Like I said, if they would have put, because I mean, barbecue's, he's got red hair, right? I mean, if they would have put that head in with this, I would have been all over it. But as it stands,
I think somebody was. I saw some comments earlier when we were talking about Banshee that Banshee comes with two heads, so maybe you can use one over here. That might be big though.
Yeah, Legends and Joe are pretty close.
And barbecue's on that bigger body, huh?
Yeah,
that Destro body.
He's got higher shoulders than he's standing next to Flint, and yeah, his shoulders are higher than his. Yeah.
Oh, thank you guys. Slaughter is fan channel.
Okay.
There you go. You are great. I don't know what that's referring to, but I'm just taking it.
You are great, man. I hope that they work that in somehow in the new Willow show, just as a wink. They get him to say that again.
Oh, that has been a while since I've seen that. I thought he was just complimenting.
Shut up.
That's what I was taking it as.
God.
Oh, movie Snake Eyes has swappable.
Okay.
Everyone's naming figures I don't have yet or haven't messed with much.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I didn't get the movie Snake Eyes, and I obviously don't have Kamakura yet, but
Revelation Fisto Head is my barbecue. Oh, it's your barbecue, Cyrus.
Oh, barbecue.
And it tastes good.
You stop that.
It always comes back to Con Air. You're good too. I'll take good. Good is perfectly fine.
You are acceptable.
You're passable. But yeah, barbecue. I think I caught I guess there was pink lights in the studio. I caught this as he was turning it.
Perfect reflection on there.
Yeah, and I caught the lights.
Although it doesn't not work.
No. It does look okay. But then there's the Crimson Bat.
I'll get a couple of those probably. It's like I'll have the twins, the Crimson Guard, and then the Crimson Bat maybe a little bit behind them. But I'm putting a lid on the amount of those that I'll be getting.
The bats have multiple heads. Yeah, damn it. Look, the next figure we talk about
I'm
has
looking
multiple
at
heads.
them right now, and it's like they've got different heads on there. Yeah. But I think that was one that I couldn't remember if you swap out the front of the face or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think everybody's starting to realize that we don't know what the hell we're talking about.
Well, it's like I make my choices for how I want to display something, and then I put the other pieces away, and I tend to not think about it.
Damn, one pouch, man. 16.
Of those? Wow.
That's cool.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, yeah. Have I seen? Well, flamethrower effect is getting. In fact, I pulled one off the desk just a minute ago from Deluxe Boba Fett for flamethrower effect.
Wait, it's this piece for the fire extinguisher.
Is that gargoyles? Just use it backwards.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
Still waiting for Hasbro to ship my Python Patrol back. Those aren't out at Target yet, are they?
It's like these Target exclusives are taking forever.
Yeah, I'm much like their Star Wars stuff in the past week and Marvel Legends. I'm afraid G.I. Joe's gonna hit all at once.
Yeah, because I mean these were available for pre-order, but damn, it's like the twins wave, and then the one after that still has to come out, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Stalker
and the twins, but then Dusty and
yeah. Oh, extinguisher effect for barbecue. Y'all talking about extinguisher effect, and I've come to terms in my head that he's a firefighter, but when I was younger, the name barbecue and the way he looked, I always thought he was a flamethrower guy, that he started fires.
You know what? I would think the same thing. Like if you told me this guy's barbecue, what does he do? It's like, oh, he's coming with yeah.
But then that doesn't. Well, I get it. I mean,
where's barbecue from? He better be from KC, because that's where real barbecue is from.
Got Stalker. I missed all the CMD stuff whenever they had the. Oh, well, no, I didn't. I saw it, but they wanted 30, 45, 35 for the twins a piece. Oh, Blowtorch. That makes sense. Blowtorch.
Blowtorch should be like the welder fix-it guy to me.
Blowtorch. he should be cutting holes in the thing. Cutting holes in walls. Twisted Firestarter. You thought I wouldn't know that. I've got 27, or Matt has 27 outstanding pre-orders on this line right now.
Ooh, I don't think I'm up that high. Does that account like multiples of stuff? Well, maybe not. Maybe he's right if we're talking individual figures. Man, I don't want to think about that. I mean, I do because I want them because they're all rad, but woo, that's a lot.
I have seen Backdraft. That was a long time ago, though. Oh, Texas disagrees.
Texas. I'm sorry. I lived in Texas for 10 years.
Oh, shit.
Weird ass thoughts on what passes with barbecue.
The great Whoosh barbecue wars of 2022.
It's gonna happen. I mean, if you find like one in like 20 places has good brisket, but everything else that I've ever had from Texas barbecue is not good, friend. I'm sorry.
Everybody's saying barbecue was Boston.
What?
From Boston.
Boston barbecue.
Your cousin from Boston. Same. Yeah. Barbecue should be called suppression. Or extinguisher. How about that?
Extinguisher, yeah. Or
extinguisher sounds too Terminator-ish.
Yeah.
You know, kind of
Captain Safety.
Which makes sense. Because I was gonna say you wouldn't want to give a good guy something that could cause that much, but then Bazooka's got what? And the rest of them have guns and stuff. I guess flamethrower isn't that. Oh, has it been burning, yearning since the world's been turning?
Oh God, that song! You guys need to stop. Wow.
Barbecue.
Yeah, barbecue. Yeah, from
Barbecue. Before Veebs just chose violence.
Texas barbecue is not awesome. It is dry and gross.
Oh, don't forget about North Carolina. I don't
I
think
didn't
I've
think
said
about
too
North
much.
Carolina because I don't think anybody even considers that to be a place as far as barbecue goes. So
My God, Veebs, you did choose violence today. How about Memphis?
Memphis is all right, but come on.
Oh, okay, we're done with this. Streams from now on is going to be barbecue.
I have had real Texas barbecue. I've been to like the big spots, but nah.
FwooshCast. Yeah, shots fired. Shots fired.
Yeah.
Huh. Red Trooper. And then there's Falcon.
So
I don't know why I didn't remember him until they showed this. I remembered Crimson Bat and such, but I didn't remember Falcon until these pictures.
I would say that he was one that I was maybe overlooking compared to a lot of the other characters that are coming out. But the fact that he looks so so throwbacky in terms of
Yeah.
like his military uniform makes him freaking cool.
When he did this,
Yeah.
my thoughts went back to the old 12-inch, the original G.I. Joes, that my
Oh
dad had and
yeah.
stuff. It kind of evokes that feeling. Oh, and of course Matt had to go Star Wars with it, so I may need
Oh yeah, I could see that.
Falcon from the Thunderbirds. He does have that kind of
Yeah. It's that brow thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow. Dang it. God, this is the third one today.
Y'all quit ruining figures for them. Because I'll forget all this here in a minute.
But I almost wish he had one of those old, World War One style helmets to go with him, just because he looks like right out of there.
Maybe that's why I pictured him with a helmet. I don't know why I wanted to put a helmet on Falcon.
Yeah,
His face is very movie accurate.
he was in a movie.
I can see Star Killer. Huh. Looks like Ray Liotta.
Maybe, yeah, younger Ray Liotta. Yeah.
Isn't Falcon either Hawks or Duke's nephew or something? That seems backwards to me, but maybe.
For looking like he could have been in World War One.
Yeah, maybe I'm trying to throw him back further. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Flint's half brother.
Okay.
Oh, stepbrother.
There is a difference, guys. Which one is
Man,
it?
y'all are all over the.
Wait, now Duke's half brother. Which one is it?
Duke's younger brother, Duke's half brother, Duke's nephew.
Duke's nephew from Texas who has bad taste in food.
Oh shit! You had to go back to the barbecue. I was about to say okay. This is distracting from the barbecue stuff. You brought it right back around. He was supposed to replace Duke during Duke's time in a coma.
Was
Duke's
that
half brother? Come on, guys.
That movie related? Yeah.
Oh. Dan Larson just did a video about this. We all fail. I haven't seen that one yet. Duke's half brother, Duke's younger brother. Duke is wearing a NAM era Marine long range recon patrol uniform. Interesting. Movie. I told our mom I'd watch out for him. Duke.
Ah.
They're from Arkansas. They could be cousins or uncles. Get out of my chat. Get out of my chat.
Oh, our disagreement on barbecue goes away for
Uh-huh.
Texarkana genealogy
No.
humor.
You ever had Arkansas barbecue?
You better stop.
Nope. He's the hot rod of G.I. Joe. Oh my God. That from what I'm hearing now, this sounds that sounds about right.
See, if I would have been Duke in the G.I. Joe movie, I would have said, I told your mom I would take care of
Shut up. How about Duke's father? He's Duke's father.
it. Sure.
This got dark. Oh man.
Oh. Oh.
A Joe
But
in bare feet and overalls. We know oh my God. It blew right out of my brain. Your boy.
Chuckles.
He's Little Rock, baby.
Yeah. Yeah. But the point is that I was looking a bit past this figure in every kind of way that we've seen him before, simply because of the company he was keeping. But
Mhm.
now this is rad as hell, and I love it. And for some reason, I feel, I mean, it's probably the beret thing and the green color, but it's like he and Stalker need to like go on some serious like deep recon missions or something like that together. They look like they would pair up to me now. Not, I'm sure they don't, but that's visually I could see that.
And they talked about dark, toning down the colors and stuff on this because
Bilbo Baggins over here saying Duke's second cousin thrice removed.
I saw that.
Shit.
Duke's second Abnugler, damn it.
Oh, God. Oh man.
Former roommate.
Oh yeah. This figure is cool as hell.
Yeah. Which I feel like if they want to brighten the colors up a bit, I keep giving, well, it could be reissued as a different.
Say, let me give them a reason to make me spend another $25.
Yeah. Stalker, brighter a little bit.
Yeah.
They're cousins, identical cousins. Y'all are all assholes.
Oh.
He's gonna be okay. Yeah, Falcon is cool. Outback I knew was coming. And I love this Outback, but dang it. If they haven't sold me on the orange tiger gray hair version.
I'll tell you, I love this version of Outback too, and I'm with you. This would be my default one on the shelf. But god dang, I like the idea of him being older and grizzled. It's like,
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
You put it that way, and that seems to be right up my alley. He can hang out with Gus and just all the other old farts.
Like he's
yelling
like,
at the clouds.
you're coming with me, and none of you are good enough to come back alive.
Yeah.
It's like I survived because my shirt says so.
And I like it. That's very iconic. But man, that orange tiger shirt, that gives a air of I don't give a shit what's happens out there. I'm doing it.
So I haven't canceled any of my pre-orders for the Tiger Force versions of anyone yet, because I might end up doing that for some of them. But this one, no way. I want both of them.
Hold on a second. I will show you the world. Shining, shimmering. Hold on. Let me pull up the G.I. Joe folder.
Yeah.
Why you can't do a head swap like that?
He's Outback's dad, so he would be in front.
What?
Outback in front.
Oh, gotcha. You can't swap because they gave him arm hair.
Arm hair. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have to swap below the and that pinless, man. We love pinless, but the swapping, no.
And like I've told Wade more than a few times, I'm not really pins, no pins. I like the smoothness of no pins, but I don't mind pins not being there. But when it comes to customizing and doing, it's like, oh well, nope, that's not changing.
Yeah. Yeah. And they will never, companies will never make a decision that is based off of the fact that it makes something more customizable, I'm afraid.
Out back and out yonder. This is pure ginger hate. Nobody hate. No, I don't hate it because it's red. I hate it because I don't hate it. In fact, I pre-ordered this in several places, but the gray has grown on me. That's
it's like a guy whose whole shtick is survivalist and whatnot. It's like he's living proof of that when he has gray hair.
yeah. He's survived this long. You should listen to what he says.
Yeah.
Out back and out to pasture. That actually makes sense with the gray one. This is out back and
this is crazy dad. We put him out in the field and tell him he's on a mission and he wanders around the yard for a while.
Yep. Now he's training guys. How'd this work? Barbecue and fire pit. That's his Dalmatian.
Old gingers have red arm hair. There you go.
This just looks good. That's that right there.
Look at that. Ugh.
Okay, this is, oh man, I'm gonna get nitpicky, but look how plain the straps are. Could use a wash.
Yeah,
but I'm in that mode, washing everything. Oh, with the knife and the shovel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See, but like I was saying, both versions of him are so perfect that even if I cancel the rest of my Tiger Force pre-orders, I will not cancel his because I want both of them.
Right. But if you have the one, you got to have guys to go with them.
Yeah.
Put your Tiger Force off to the side.
And it's like, oh, they're going to get here a little earlier. I want to be able to play with them right away.
But then I'm waiting for the rest. Can we just admit that while we've cut back in a lot of other places, that for some reason G.I. Joe is, I'll take them all. Maybe because it's newer and fresher.
That's the thing. It's like the line that I have less nostalgic draw to. I'm in for more of everything.
because there's also the, hey, this character, I know who it is because watch the cartoon or whatever, but then you get a chance to learn that barbecue's from Boston and stuff like that,
Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah. It's great. And I can't wait for both versions.
Outback has the best barbecue.
But they call it the Bobby.
Yeah.
There's going to be, like, in my head canon, kind of like a subgroup of the G.I. Joe guys that stick to that like go on missions and stuff, and everybody always comes back, because they are grizzled and
Why are all these my computer's just doing whatever it wants. A little gray dry brush on the beard would look cool. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's rad.
Yeah, on YouTube, every now and then, if I'm just sitting there painting or sitting here painting, this is where I paint and everything, but I'll throw on the Hasbro where they have all the just cartoon running constant.
Yeah.
And I usually drop in at the same place the first few episodes, but and then Cover Girl.
Heck yeah.
Yes.
She makes this figure. I love this figure, but this figure makes me want a better Scarlet so badly because now because look at how perfectly updated this is.
Yes.
Compared to Scarlet, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Lady J was done too, but her outfit's just not as interesting, you know. This is a perfect update of like a vintage. Yeah.
Well, it's not so much. It's not only the costume on that Scarlet. I could almost. I'd use. Well, I do use it. I swapped heads because there's also the Wendy's look. She looks very 17-ish.
He does look young. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easy breezy. You beat me to it.
But I love this figure. I love it. Between CoverGirl and Zorana, you know,
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
and the freaking the retro Baroness and the retro Lady J, it's like they're putting a lot more space between all of these other female figures and Scarlet at this point, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, Tank Girl custom too. That's interesting. How about a Red Sky April custom?
It would work, I'll say that. I'm sorry, Joe. I'm a big Red Sky hater, but sorry.
Jinx jokes. I missed the Jinx jokes too, huh? What was I doing? Oh, I was saving pictures.
They were jinxing each other when they were
Oh,
talking
that's right.
stuff.
I
Maybe
didn't.
was it the big wrench or something? They were.
I didn't even. I didn't even catch it.
This was the one that I did catch because I wasn't going to miss this.
I remember
one.
the Jinx joke, but I didn't put two and two together that it could be something.
Well, you don't know a whole lot about G.I. Joes. That's why we're here telling you about them today. So,
at least I knew Hawk had a helmet. Damn.
you shut your mouth. You Texas barbecue eating so and so.
If we're going to talk barbecue, I've probably eaten barbecue more in Kansas City than anywhere else. Yeah. That's.
But I don't know. I know that I saw, you know, people don't like this figure or don't like the face or whatnot, but I don't know. I like it.
I saw that. Well, okay, now I see it. I saw a lot of comments, and well, not just here. I saw somebody say it, but I've seen comments out there in the rest of the internet, which that this kind of has a Joan Rivers look to it.
Oh, the eye shape or the mouth. Yeah, I can see that a little bit.
I think it's just right here.
Yeah.
It's just here. Well, maybe here. Maybe here. Maybe a little bit here.
Yeah, I can see it a little bit. It's not that pointing that out's not hitting me the same way that the freaking Bart Simpson or all the other ones that we've brought up today. It doesn't hit me as hard, or you know.
Yeah, yeah, because this totally works for CoverGirl.
Yeah.
Hey, I know exactly who Serpentor is.
Serpentor.
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 I know what you're talking about too. What did I just see? She had a. Oh, did Geek Dad? Yeah, that's where I saw it. That somebody was referring to Geek Dad as saying Joan Rivers.
Geek Dad.
And I can see it. Yeah, he live streamed right after the.
Okay.
The or at some point after the show. Oh, there it is. She has an old Lara Croft face too. Yeah, I can see that too. But she's also got that adventure look to her.
I've got to be honest with you. They sold me on the like shelf pose too. I really like the gun up here with the pad, like the.
Oh, that's what they were just. Even this, the wrench.
Yeah.
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 Robo don't know. I know exactly who Serpentor is. God, you
very
guys.
unsettling.
Yeah, that's the pose.
Yeah. Until we get like a vehicle for her to.
That's true.
Little tank or something for her to be in. Yeah.
Tuesday crew. This is Sunday. I know it's Tuesday crew. You tell Wade. This whole wave is very dusty retro war vibe. Yeah, I can see that. Actually, yeah, she's got the jacket,
Yeah.
the adventure thing,
Yeah.
and then Outback's kind of dirty, and then there's Falcon.
Yeah. No, that's a good observation. I like it. And
Yeah,
then and then you got some that doesn't fit in with that at all.
yeah, kind of goes right back to the silliness of uh, the cartooniness of G.I. Joe. Serpentor. Serpentor's awesome. Whenever they first started showing it, I was like, "Oh shit!"
I
Just like Command.
I'm before I say this, I hope that everybody who wanted this figure was able to get it, even though I know that's not the case.
Yeah,
But I'm very glad I was able to. To me, I get it. Pulse $50 a year. The shipping is okay. You get free with that. But to me, that cost, being able to get him, that's what makes it worth it to me. I don't know.
yeah,
I'm glad I
and
was
it's
able
stuff like this because we've talked about it.
Yeah.
It's worth it just for the exclusives.
Because I'll admit it, I don't buy a whole lot of stuff on Pulse simply because they get stuff so late, usually.
That's my backup.
Yeah.
I'll throw a pre-order in there just in case, like the D&D stuff. I threw
Yeah.
a Avenger in there
Yeah.
just because it was up,
Yeah.
and then
But
the shipping. And they've gotten a few things. I actually got the Star Wars the publishing stuff,
uh-huh.
the Adventure Leia and Creel. I
That
got those first from Pulse.
that Adventure Leia is holding up my Saw Gerrera because I ordered them together.
From
And
Pulse?
no.
Oh, somewhere else? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So I haven't gotten Saw yet because I'm waiting on her. Sorry.
Damn Saw.
Yeah.
But yeah, this cool. And this, I love that they pointed out cauterizing his own wound on the
That art is this art is it has so many modern sensibilities to it, but to me this is like art from the 80s that just makes you sit and stare at it and wonder and think about all of the things that's coming out in it. Like the old He-Man art too and whatnot. This is that, and it's so good.
Pulse with Target. I finally had to break down and get the red card because I couldn't take the constant
I
hits.
I'm gonna have to do something because I hate that. It's like, just charge me for it and be done.
Yeah.
I don't care
I,
if you want to charge me for it now, do it. But
I don't think you have to get the credit card. You can. There's a red card debit that you
yes,
can just and then put it on there and then not have to worry about any of that shit.
yeah, because
This is
it's annoying.
modern
It's
van
annoying.
art. I would love a van with this on the side.
Oh man, like an old conversion van with the oh man,
Mhm.
that would be sick.
What's going on here? Oh yeah.
And the rest.
But yeah, this cool. And then we're going through the spinning turbine. The guns come off.
The ammo things, like I said, even if you don't agree with the decisions that he makes, you cannot argue the thought that goes into him,
Yeah,
because
exactly.
nothing is overlooked on this line, and I love it because of that.
I don't understand. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. But that cowl is behind the head, right?
Yes.
But then there's this other head, this other cowl that has the top of the head on it. Does this come out? Oh, maybe it does.
Oh, maybe so. I don't know. Is there like a double mouth version of it somewhere?
Where'd that go? No, those are those are Cobra boats. But yeah, this is cool.
Yeah.
I can see how people wouldn't like this though, that like the more military feel of it all.
Well, it's there. I'm not going to say there are two kinds of G.I. Joe people out there. There are many different kinds of G.I. Joe people out there, but there's definitely, you either accept this stuff or you don't, and it's not a part of it because it's fantastical or 80s or whatever, and that's fine. But it's good that it's there for those that want it. So I like it.
Yeah.
And I want
it.
it.
Is next to his staff. Oops. What's this?
Somebody who could go on an adventure with Falcon.
Oh, gotcha. And then for the future Joes.
Yeah.
Buzzer.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
And
I wish it would have been Road Pig, but Buzzer's awesome too.
Buzzer and a female Cobra Trooper. I grabbed I couldn't find a picture of a figure that represented a female trooper. So
grabbed
the Super 7.
Yeah, I mean, I think Super 7 did it, and now Hasbro's going to do it.
Now, somebody mentioned that, reuse from the Hiss tank, but it'd be awesome if they went for the clean Cobra Trooper look, more like, well, I guess the Trooper has some shin guards and stuff like that, huh?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm looking at them.
You're looking at what you have?
Yeah, Dick Chainsaw.
Then there's this guy.
Yes. Yeah, the picture that you chose.
Shut up, man. Shut up.
You're the worst.
I know. I couldn't even remember to 6 hours ago when I saved this picture.
Oh.
But yeah. There's the jacket. There's the helmet.
I'm sorry. I love this art and I love that look, and I hope that's what Hawk looks like. That to me, especially with the background, is like he's yelling, "Come on, men!" and he takes 2 steps and he's blown off the face of the planet.
This is his last seconds on Earth.
Let's go get some barbecue.
And that's the last time we saw Abernathy.
But this is what I want Hawk to look like for sure.
That's my Hawk.
Yeah, that's my mama.
Jetpack Hawk. Who's he related to? Don't do that. Don't go down that rabbit hole. That's why we're at 3 hours and haven't even got to Indiana Jones yet. That's dark. This though,
you know what? I did one of these when they said that because of you. So,
yeah.
Snow
Serpent. If you haven't heard this story, then I didn't have a lot of Joes when I was a kid. Destro was lost in the dirt somewhere. We went to friends' houses to play with the ships and stuff, or the planes and tanks and all that. But one of the few Joes I did have was Snow Serpent and Night Creeper. So Night Creeper's still floating in the ether, but Snow Serpent, hell yes.
Yeah.
I'm all over this.
And Bone Factory, I think Trouble Bubble, they essentially confirmed that at San Diego, right?
Yes.
You're coming with they didn't call it Trouble Bubble, they called it something else, but
yeah. Snow Job and Snow Serpent have to be coming in the same wave. Oh. Gus Troops. Oh shit, I didn't even think about that. Maybe that's why subconsciously I always.
Oh dang, man, that's like. Yeah. Maybe I just because of that I like characters with fur trim. You need to make this young Gus and paint red hair on the Gus head and put the head on
with his brother Outback.
Yeah.
Flight pods.
Yeah. Whatever they were calling him. I mean, they essentially showed it was the Trouble Bubble, right?
Gus has some new evening wear. Yeah, I'm gonna need a few Snow Serpents. I'm completely down for this.
Did they well, I guess based off of your story you probably wouldn't know this. Was there a snow cobra, like a winter weather themed cobra guy that all of those guys like kind of went up through, like would lead them, or no?
I don't know.
I don't know. Oh,
Yeah, there seems to be, because Snowjob's Joe.
yes. Yes.
And the first episode is in the snow, so
Yeah.
it's of the cartoon.
Yeah.
Oh, there were always Cobra flight pods. Trouble Bubble is a nickname, but Trouble
Okay.
Bubble is so awesome.
Yeah.
Snow Serpent kit on Etsy. No, I don't have to do that now. Nope. Everybody's saying no.
Oh,
It's
Major
Major
Blood in a
Blood.
coat. I've got that Super 7 figure, right? Or no. They did Bazooka in a coat, not Major Blood. Sorry.
I remember getting a snow job. Wait, what? You guys. Okay, before we get too deep in that. And then Tripwire was one of the early ones.
That is Tripwire an original 13?
No. Don't get me.
I don't think so. Maybe.
Guessing.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Looks like it could be, but probably not.
I thought I just saw pictures just that he's kind of clumsy until he's messing with explosives. I think they were talking about it on the stream, but somebody had posted pictures here recently. Was it Matt? Was it somebody?
That whole concept is ready for disaster.
83. He
Okay.
was not OG 13, but he was 83.
Okay.
Oh, second year.
Okay. His arms out there like, oh, I'm gonna fall on one of these.
Yeah. With a metal detector.
Yeah.
Okay, PulseCon. Then we got into this right here.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones.
The original, the first 3 Indiana Jones movies are some of my favorite movies of all time. And I will say that Star Wars didn't Temple of Doom and Last Crusade hit at a time when it was like current for me. Star Wars was something that happened before me. So I grew up even more, I think, with Indiana Jones than Star Wars, and I am happy for this to be a thing.
Oh, before we get into too far, he connected it all together. Tripwire was yelling to Hawk to hold up. There are mines here, and then your explosion happens. It's like, well, they all fit together.
Yes, it did.
You call him Dr. Jones, lady.
Yeah. What's funny is that I didn't want to put this out on, and so no one will probably believe me. I didn't want to put this out on social media because I figured I would be wrong. But in my brain, when they said that there was going to be 5 figures, I chose not poorly. I picked exactly. I didn't have Belloc in his ceremonial outfit, but for characters, I was like, they're going to do those 5, and so they are.
You chose wisely.
I chose wisely.
Kalima. Kalima. Oh, Nam Shabai. Oh, Nam Shabai. That's the next movie. That's wave 2.
Yeah. I'm very, very glad to finally be getting some. Now, I say this, that G.I. Joe is more current for me, not Raiders, because that was like before me. So like I didn't have any of the old figures, but I'm very happy for this. And the comment that you have pulled up on here, my one thing about this is that I really wish.
Well, the thing about it, we know that the Star Wars team is working on this, right? And they've gotten better with the range of movement, because you can see right here, it's at 90, but there's still room for that arm to come up and around.
Yeah.
Right. And it's the same with the legs. That it probably goes back 90, maybe a little further, and then no mid torso joints.
Yeah, I'm torn because I like so many of the Black Series figures that I have and that they do, and a lot of them look so great, and as do these. But I guess then I would reserve it from a marketing standpoint, even though I suspected this would be the case. I wish the same team was not working on this. Sorry.
But at the same time, I don't know. It makes sense.
Like I said,
yeah,
I would have assumed it would have been the case. It's just, yeah.
there's a lot more. Well, you can't even say double joint. All double joints go all the way up,
Yeah.
depending on the character and wrinkles and stuff like that.
Well,
But I'm not defending it.
No, and my thought behind that isn't even so much the design of the figures and whatnot. It's just the way the line is handled from a marketing standpoint. I get so frustrated with Star Wars, and it's like, this is gonna probably be more of the same. Yeah.
Harrison Ford is only single jointed. This is accurate. They work with Lucasfilm.
But fly, yes. Land, no. We don't want it to be too close to old Harrison.
Oh, wait. I have never seen an Indiana Jones movie. Are they worth watching now? Go ahead and turn the stream off.
Yeah, it's over. We're done.
Yeah.
See you guys next. Yes, they're timeless movies. Absolutely. Yeah. They're timeless movies. And who said that? Where'd the comment go? Tote in a Christmas sweater. Yes, that's exactly right.
Shut up.
It went by too fast.
Hey, yes, have some.
Yeah.
Or watch them. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's great because all three of them are genre-wise. They're all Indiana Jones movies, and they're all about adventures, but they're three very different. The first three movies are very different genres from each other. Like the first one is that classic, action adventure movie. The second one, it's dark and it's almost, I won't say it's a horror movie, but it's definitely like the scarier one. And then the third one's almost action comedy, and everybody has their favorite and their least favorite in that, but they work so well within the genres that they are doing that I love all three of them so much.
Shouldn't Indy have a helmet? Bring it all back. Froba says start with Crystal Skull.
I'm sorry, I don't know what that is.
Who is Indianapolis Jack? Indianapolis.
Ohio Steve. Illinois Mark.
Arkansas Dave Rudabaugh. Oh, wait, that's the wrong movie. Ban that man.
But regardless, I'm very glad that I'm going to have Indiana Jones figures that look great, that are going to go with, what my collection really is. It's wonderful.
Yeah, I've seen comments of the knees getting wonky. That's that's kind of early Black Series.
Yeah, it's very much the Lucasfilm / Star Wars team way.
Yeah, but I do like integrating ball joints into the wrists where you just pop it on and it goes all directions.
Yeah,
it may not have the range of a full-on hinge like we see at the neck sometimes, but
yeah.
Wasn't the dog named Indiana? I don't know how to say Indiana, apparently.
We named the dog Indiana. The dog. You are named after the dog.
Archaeology.
Yeah.
Young Guns figures win. They are working on Young Guns 3, according to... I heard that. I'll take Young Guns toys. Because, well...
They'll make you famous.
We're about to get into all these. And really, it's
crazy to me, though.
Guys and ladies in clothes,
But talking about this, it's it's being handled by the same team, but this breaks a couple of the main tenets of Star Wars figures. They don't do swappable hands and stuff in Star Wars, right?
No.
So, yeah.
Indiana.
Yeah. If the Joe team would have done this. But they do look good. He looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Tote is excellent as well.
Mm-hmm. Or if you need dude in suit.
Yeah.
It does. I'm looking at but
He
that's
looks
a
a little
normal person,
thicker
you
than
know?
I remember him.
You get so used to superhuman proportions and
Yeah.
military guys, and that when you see figures of normal people, it throws you for a minute.
Yeah. I'm here for it though.
Yeah. I'm I feel like it's going to be. You think? Did they say anything about this being in stores, or is this going to be online? And
I would think it would be in store. It's probably. I don't know how it's going to work because right out of the gate with the marketing crap, it's like you can buy 2 of them now, but you got to wait for the other 3 in the same. That's so stupid.
when it's a whole wave that build a piece, you know?
Yeah, it's like then say they'll be available for order later or make them all available. It's so dumb.
All retailers.
Okay, well that's good.
Young Indiana. They made sure to talk about Indiana Jones, the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles too.
That actually opens a lot of stuff up for a lot more things if they do that.
Right.
Yeah. That he will never not have his coat on like that.
And that's awesome.
Yeah.
But they gave him this. Why wouldn't they give? Well, there's that, but why wouldn't they give? Well, there's Sala.
Hell yeah, Sala.
Does he look thin?
Yeah. But if you go back and watch that, if you watch Raiders, especially compared to
That's what I'm talking about.
Last Crusade, he is significantly thinner in that movie than he
Is
is in
he?
Last Crusade. Yeah.
Yeah, I will say that it's been a while since I've seen the Indiana Jones movies. So no hanger. No ticket.
No ticket. Yeah. Yeah, I love Sala, so I was glad to see him because he would have been the one of the 5 that I would have chosen that I would have thought he has the biggest risk of not being included, and they do like the mechanic or something instead for him. So I'm glad he's here.
He's got a few looks though that they could do, huh?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I am the monarch
of the sea. I am the ruler of the Queen's Navy.
Let's see. Gimli sure looks different here.
No one tosses a digger.
Huh. And you know what? Looking at that looks okay. That sells it for me more. Was
Does
the
it?
piece they actually had in the
Yeah.
bad dates.
Yeah.
Robo, can you restart the stream? Oh no, we are 3 hours and 15 minutes in.
Man.
But yeah, rope and a shovel.
Yeah.
Here you go. Why wouldn't he come with the like a? I guess you can't show exploding head, just melty head.
Yeah, I guess so. But like I said, when it came to Beloche, I would have picked the white suit, even though this is probably a more interesting look, and I think doesn't the vintage figure wasn't that one in this look too? I
don't remember a lot of the original Indiana Jones.
Yeah, no, I don't either. But
I love that they kept the plaque that brings all the stuff in the museum to life at night.
Yeah,
they kept that on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? That's a wrong movie.
But this is great. I'm already wanting a different version of him though, because this is so scene specific.
Yeah. In the outfit. So you want him in, yeah. Plus a white suit could be handy for all kinds of things. Or
and I know I just said, oh, this is very scene specific, as was his attire at the very beginning of the movie, but I would take that even over this. Not that there's anything wrong with this. It's great. But everybody else, I'm pretty good with, okay, well, if I never get another you know, Marion or Tote or even Sala from Raiders. I'm good with those looks. He's not
Yeah.
his.
You need a more iconic Belloc.
Yeah, and they call him Belosh.
Jelly beans. But you know what? This does make for an interesting action figure with all the colors and the tampos and the prints and stuff.
That's what I mean. I get it.
Yeah.
I totally get it. And it jives with the build a artifact or whatever too. You know, it goes better with the arc, but I do want probably the white suit Belosh.
Belosh.
Belloc. Belloc.
And again, the skin tones look better in the studio.
Which means they probably won't be like that.
Well,
because it's like the indie stuff looks better in the studio. Everything else looked more drab or not as great.
Darker.
I don't know. This is great.
Marion. Now this is very not so much there, but again, well, I don't know. You can kind of see the likeness.
Yeah.
But again, this is a lot of print work.
It is. And this figure more than any of them, and maybe it's because you could probably see if you put like alien hands and head on this, you could see that outfit walking around in the background of the Star Wars universe. This figure to me looks more like a Star Wars black figure than any of them.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Just the way the cuts are and the way that they're handling the sculpting and whatnot. If they didn't tell me the same team was handling it, I could look at this figure and say the same team is handling it, you know?
Yeah.
And the Paul Marion figure would be quite excellent as well. Yep. There's definitely enough for unique characters and alternate versions to do a second series from this film. And I hope that that's what they're planning on doing. I'm hoping this is going to be an evergreen line and it's successful enough to be so.
So there's articulation in the monkey. And the package looks okay. That's whatever.
It does with Indiana Jones, and I know there's no precedence for this or whatever. I almost wish they would have just done the movie poster for the packaging and then put the figure on the back.
Yeah, but then you couldn't display forward, you know?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Marvel Legends Red Ninja type legs.
What's the build artifact going to be for Temple of Doom? Honestly, I wish there wasn't just a pigeonhole of artifacts because I would love to get a mine cart from Temple of Doom.
Mine cart would be cool.
Amazing.
But wasn't it? I'm trying to remember. Of course, I didn't watch Temple of Doom near as much as the other two, but I guess you'd have the three on a display thing, right? Or maybe there's a build a crocodile.
Maybe they could do like the skull thing in the ceremonial room where Molaram has them, right?
Yeah.
But to that point, it's a valid question because the artifacts in the next two movie are small.
Build a boulder. Chilled monkey brains.
But seriously, I would love to have a mine. I want a mine cart just for my action figures in general. That's a funny thing to say, but a mine cart would be amazing.
And you know what? There is quite a bit of detail and stuff here.
That looks, to your point, that looks so much better in the studio than it does in that promo pic. The promo pic looks unfinished almost.
Yeah, that looks like, well, like Dan was saying earlier, kind of like the armor on Menace, the Fortnite figure.
Yeah.
Compared to actually painting.
Yeah.
And here's your pink light reflection.
Yeah.
But they all look good together.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm talking about, quibbles and this and that, but I'm still so excited for this line. I hope it's wildly successful. We get all kinds of guys and not necessarily just, ugly Christmas sweater tote.
Package.
But yeah, I still, they can explain it to me however they want. I will never understand why it's like you can order 2 of them now. It's like I order something like this in a wave.
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
build an artifact wave. I want all of them. Why are you doing this to me? Because poor like Dorkside or whatever, I'm just going to end up canceling those 2 figures when they're able to put the whole wave up as a set. Right? It's just so dumb.
Yeah. Unless they do their pre-orders. Well, it's not even sight unseen. They could sell well, I don't know. How's that work? We've already seen the rest of the wave. With Star Wars, sometimes they put up the whole case, but then they have to put up unknowns.
Right.
Or the code names for the figures.
But they couldn't even do that, right? Because I would have just done that. That's how I've gotten to order Star Wars assortments is that okay, this one figure was announced, but I'm going to order the wave.
Right.
Yeah. I don't understand.
Yeah, Ghostbusters was a little short.
Yeah, I would say that they're going to end up being Star Wars size, which means they're going to be shorter compared to all the other Hasbro lines except for Ghostbusters, right? As a general rule.
Did you say Star Wars size?
Yeah. Star Wars is smaller than Legends and Joe. And
yeah, Star Wars is actually 1/12.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. HasLab pontoon plane.
That would be rad as hell with his pet Reggie.
And then they're going to keep doing props, right? Too. Need the umbrella from Last Crusade.
Well, but that's the thing, right? I mean, they're doing the head of the staff of Raw as a prop, and it's like we're not even getting it here yet. So there's got to be, more to that.
Yeah,
Indy in the garb to match Sala, when he's holding that.
Well of Souls.
That would be awesome.
Snakes. Then it went to Star Wars.
Yep.
With Andor.
Yep.
We talked about this very briefly before getting on here. Are you liking Andor?
I freaking love Andor.
You liking Andor?
I love Cassian Andor. I understand the pace for some people is not as fast. I say that's probably more a blame of pace of the other Star Wars shows compared to that one, but I love The Mandalorian. There are things about Obi-Wan and Boba Fett too that I like. I'm pretty easy to please when it comes to the shows and whatnot, but this is like this show's on another level to me, and it's the one Star Wars show so far that has really mattered. It's like Mandalorian is fun. If none of that stuff really happened, it wouldn't be such a big deal to the Star Wars universe at large. What is going on right now is peeling back so many subtle layers that are important to the original trilogy. Well, everything. And I'm loving it right now.
I just like seeing world stuff. Just everyday life. Instead of here's the hero, here's the ship doing stuff. Don't get me wrong, I love Star Wars, but this is kind of a slow things down.
You're seeing apartments where people live on Coruscant. It's like when what's his name goes home and his mother's there or whatever. It's like she's yelling at the lady across the hall. Yes, yes,
yeah. But man, yeah, and I like this figure.
Yeah, and I like the fact that they're building stuff up at a deliberate pace, and I hope it's successful enough that maybe they'll actually do more than 2 seasons, but whatever.
But this, okay, I will admit they showed this a while back, and I made fun of the droid. Right? It was like, what is this? It does nothing. Is that a toolbox on wheels? Ha ha. Is that a trash can mobile? Ha 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 ha. But then I watched the show and I'm like, shit, I like
You
it.
have
Why?
to have that. Yeah.
But saying all that, I still didn't grab this.
Really?
I don't know. I look at it. What Serpentor was like $80, right? But it seems big and bulky and a bunch of new. And what else was the other thing? The Mojo set, that's overpriced.
Yeah.
But then I look at this for 55 and it's like, well, damn. Is that droid $30?
No, it's not. It's not.
And it crushes down and it pops up, but I gotta think it's gonna come out some other way.
Probably.
Or is me all saying this
You're
gonna
gonna
make this
come
the
over
only
here.
release of B2
You're gonna
emo?
you're gonna come over here and you're gonna look at B2 and it's gonna be like you'll never have it.
Are you looking over that direction right now? What are you
I'm
doing?
looking over in that direction right now, wondering where the hell this stuff's gonna go. But
Yeah, I don't know. It's because talking about that, I pre-ordered the X-Men Retro Wave, and that's it.
really,
No, the G.I. Joes. I
yeah,
pre-ordered the G.I. Joes. Yeah,
okay.
but I didn't grab anything else. I'm just waiting and seeing as it comes along.
Well, with the exception of this, everything that they showed for Star Wars, I already had pre-ordered. I just didn't know I had it pre-ordered, right?
Oh, well, yeah, that's true too.
Yeah.
You doubt they offer them again? You don't think? Or no? And then here's what I was about to say. Maybe they'll make an SH Figure Arts version, so I can pay double that for Cassian and the droid. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
We'll see.
I like him. So I did it.
I'm talking through it right now. You didn't
Yeah.
grab starting lineup? I don't know. I don't care for sports. I mean, I would have test drove one just to see what they were like, but I've got other things I'd rather pay 25 or get 2 Marvel Legends figures or something.
Yeah.
That droid will end up in a Disney Park 3 or 4 pack.
It's happened before.
I need an R5 model kit from Bandai for Mando. Oh yeah. I forget that R5's in that show and keeps popping back up. Yeah, that's true. Figure Arts seems to stick with the big armored characters.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. We'll see how that goes. It's cool, especially when he crunched it down.
Yeah.
But to go from that to say, oh, there's a single version of Cassian too.
You knew that was going to be the case.
I know, damn it. Shut up. That's why I'm hoping for the droid to pop up somewhere else.
But it would have to be in a box set because that droid wouldn't fit in there, would it?
Yeah, it'd be side to side, huh?
Maybe. Yeah.
Am I talking myself? Then there's Bix. Bix
Yeah.
looks good.
Looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, to me, this almost feels it's funny because this show so far has been one where it's like if these characters drift in and out and we never see them again or whatever, that makes sense. I wasn't sure if this was going to be one of those characters, but I got to wonder if maybe this is a tell about that, right?
Maybe.
I
getting after talking about
talk about it any too much more because I'm sure
Yeah.
there are people who haven't watched yet, but makes me wonder. That looks really good.
Yeah. Then there's Luthen.
He's we were talking about this before. He is my favorite new Star Wars character in a long time. And it wasn't until this last episode that I was like, I liked him because just the the archetype that he was at first, but when we got into this last episode, it was like, this is how the rebellion really happened because of dudes like this.
Yeah, I thought he was just going to be that gruff old guy, you know, just rah, rah, rah. But like we said, as soon as he put on the wig and this and did the hand gesture and the smile, I was like, oh my god, he's transforming right there, just like into his role, his part, you know.
This I just made that comment about characters drifting in and out, or coming to an untimely end. Man, if they don't keep him around forever until like the end of the show, I'm gonna be mad.
Right,
because he's awesome. He's awesome.
But there's got to be a reason for him not to show up in later movies and stuff.
Exactly. And that's going to be it needs to be a big payoff because of him, though. Everybody else is like, they can come and go, because people who are fantastic and meaningful parts of a rebellion, they're going to meet an untimely end when you don't expect it, because that's how those things happen. But don't do it to him. I need him around until payoff. Him not being around later, the payoff has to really be there already. They've got me with him.
We need a different body. Make a, oh god, I can't remember his name now. Thor movies.
Oh, Selvig.
Selvig, yeah.
That
dude is dead.
So is Cassian.
Yeah, we
spoiler alert.
The only thing, this is one bulky coat.
Yeah,
that's gonna get in the way of stuff. And
well, and plus Matt's calling it out right now. The guy said Cassianander.
Yeah.
I liked him from that point.
Cassianander. Yeah, and that was the trailer. That's the first thing I picked up on was, oh man.
Cassianander hangs out with Namer.
The submariner. And Paladin.
And Serpentor.
Okay, the head. Okay, maybe that's lighting. It goes back. It kind of goes to a white.
Yeah.
But you got to think they're going to do his other look too, right?
Well, I was going to say, as silly
there
as
we
it
go.
sounds,
Right
I would take his, rather foppish, merchant look too.
It's called acting.
That's damn right. Man, if they get John Lovitz into the Star Wars universe, I will be happy.
Mon Mothma.
I hope this is the first of a few Mon Mothma figures that we will eventually get.
Right.
I'll be honest with you. She's not the most exciting action figure, but I want the Return of the Jedi and the Rogue One version of her too. I'd take a prequel version as well.
Yeah, which is the same actress, right? Yeah.
This is one of those things where between Rogue One, the prequels, and now this show, I absolutely adore that someone who you probably could have overlooked a little bit in Return of the Jedi, because she's just kind of around then. We're going to get, I think with this show, we're going to get the reason why, right?
Yeah.
And that just makes her so flippin' cool. And the fact that, semi-spoiler alert, they gave her such a dickhead husband, it's like, what is this guy? Who is this dude? He needs to go. That just adds a whole other layer to it, because she is so fucking stressed out and so over it with that type of bull crap. I love it.
Let's see. Oh, okay, Rufus, you got me on one of my other pre-orders. We'll get that here in a second. Yeah, this is a good start.
Yeah.
And then Axe Woves, who actually we got the promo pictures for out of San Diego. And
yeah, I was like, I saw that go up and I was like, wait, have I already pre-ordered this?
Because this is in the wave
with this
before, right?
No, it's either in the, is it in the wave with, Man,
Yeah, there's a lot of pre-orders out right now.
is it in the Halo wave?
Maybe.
Maybe. But
Wait, we'll see right here. Oh no, never mind. It didn't
yeah,
show a package shot, or I didn't grab a package shot.
but the fact that we're having to sit here and think about this speaks to that same bullcrap with the Indiana Jones thing. It's like, this is dumb.
Let's see. Let's see if I have a package shot of. Oh, yep. He's in a previous wave because he's got a window.
Yep.
Oops.
Because we've got this wave, and then we've got the one that's got like Obi-Wan and what's her name in the Imperial costume. I don't even know them. I don't know what the waves are.
Yeah, I can't tell them apart. I just wait for stuff to show up or become available to buy. Mall wave. There we go.
Okay.
Go straight to the go to the expert.
Go to where I need to go to just to keep things straight. Yeah.
Yeah. That guy is the worst. Coming with the Ayla wave. It's in the mall wave. Mando Luke wave.
I assume that's all the same wave.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming. Will the windowless boxes change how you save packaging? I don't save packaging. As soon as it comes off the figure, it's
right now I save one from each like movie or show just because they're different color, because I want to see it all together, and then I'll probably throw them all away.
Axe Woves. But then they went into the 40th anniversary, which is the retro cards and stuff. And just like Star Wars and Empire, they're going to re-release a bunch of stuff.
Yep.
Oh, nope. Mando Luke is Anderwave.
If he doesn't know, nobody does. So that's a
trash around my plastic.
The Ace Rothstein of Star Wars action figure collecting is the expert.
Yeah, that's cool. That's weird. But at the same time, if you think back to the Star Wars 40th anniversary with the Princess Leia, she had just had a re-release in the Archive Wave 2 after being red boxed right before that. So
yeah,
I guess this is how they usually do this.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I may, if he goes on sale, I may get the Scout because I don't have him on a retro card. But right now, the one you haven't gotten to yet is the only one that I've pre-ordered from this.
Yeah. Because there's Han, which I have two of.
Han too. Yeah.
And then Leia. Oops, jumped the gun. Leia.
Yep.
I have two of because of the exclusive.
Yep. And I was actually fine with two of those Hans because I wanted one with the jacket on and one with the jacket off. So that was fine, but I don't need a third one.
And then that was it. So we'll talk to you guys next time. No. This one, bam. Finally.
It should be a rule that there is an Ewok in every single assortment because these are some of the best figures that they've done.
I will say though, this looks like a different figure from this.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, you see it? Not just the colors, but the shapes of things and I mean the shading here, it's definitely two different paint jobs.
Yeah. And I mean, when I see stuff like this, it makes me wonder if things are fudged because that's the Wicket hero pose, right? You know what I mean? That's the one that everybody knows. But yeah.
There's even more torso showing.
Yeah.
And the way the face fits inside the cowl.
Yeah.
This is probably what we're going to get. Right here. I'm not saying it's bad.
Yeah.
I'm just saying this is the one they have more pictures of, is this version.
I'm so glad for this, though. I get it. I'm stupid because he's little and he's the same price as everybody else, but
That's what he said, isn't full price. Yeah.
yeah,
But I'm not buying any of the other wave.
yeah, me
This
the
is how
same.
I'm balancing things out, is I'm skipping stuff.
Yep, same. So I'm glad to have him, and I want more Ewoks.
I want an Ewok combiner. I'll form the head, Ichiwawa. But they did throw new weapons and stuff in. So you got the bow and
And
arrow. The arrow actually comes out.
I was gonna say, and the fact, I mean, you kind of have to get it in your hand first, but the fact that he can do that is pretty impressive.
Yeah. And at first I thought these were torches, but they're drumsticks, aren't they?
Yes.
So you can behead stormtroopers, put them on sticks, and
Hey. Don't forget, you eat those stormtroopers first.
No, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
Celebration meal at the end.
Yeah. This is great because what they've shown these, there's an Akbar, right? That will be on a
Yeah.
card like this. And they teased some other ones too, I guess. You're probably getting to that.
Oh, yeah. Damn pipeline. I don't know about Akbar, but
But didn't they show Akbar off a while back where he was
there
like
could
a
be clubs.
more
See, that's the problem with pipeline. I don't remember.
he was a more like vintage figure deco inspired or something like that, I want to say.
Oh, maybe if they change it up a little bit, I'd like to get another one just to have crew or something.
Oh, that's true. Radis is who we need. I want an Admiral Radis.
Yeah.
I hope he shows up in Andor. But anyway.
How many different Ewoks are there? Well, we got Paplu,
So
we got Tebow,
yeah.
there's Wicket, we need Logray, Chief
Logray,
Chirpa.
Sherpa, yeah. Those would be the next two that I would definitely
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's quite a few.
Yeah.
And then if you want to get into, I saw somebody commented on it earlier. I'd take a Nisa.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
In kind of that realistic feel.
Yeah. Me too. Of course, I would take Ewok movie figures. So
yeah, I'm getting there. We're almost done.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna get yelled at.
Yeah, I know. I didn't expect to go 4 hours, but I didn't realize how much stuff there is. And then it's been a while. This is kind of it's been a month, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Final Battle Luke. Is this going to be well, I don't know. This is going to be a play on the Mando Luke, right? That is a Return of the Jedi Luke.
Probably.
That's going to come with the glider.
Hmm.
We need the glider and the catapult and
yeah.
Oh, Lumat.
Yeah.
Ewok baby basket.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I'll take all of them. So you're going to get Luke on the vintage card, get Vader, and the way they were talking about this was going to be the ultimate, or the Vader. I guess they're doing a new sculpt of helmetless.
Oh, okay.
To put on the card, maybe.
Okay.
I don't know if that'd sell me on it because of how many Vaders I have at this point. But
and there's still a couple that I know I've got on order because they come in series that I don't have yet. So
yeah. So I don't know. Oh, ATST big logs, smash it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shut up. Harmonica player Vader.
We were talking about Billy Joel. It's Billy Joel Vader.
Yeah. There's Bob Dylan Vader.
No. Look at pictures of Billy Joel in concert playing his harmonica now, and he looks just like Darth Vader.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
This one, it's only taken what 9 years to get a new sculpt.
I was gonna say this is a big deal, and it sure as hell should not be a big deal because it.
Yeah. Because if they can get it to the size that it needs to be, right? The model kit size, the figure art size, the Mayfix size. All of
Besides
them.
everybody else has gotten to.
And then they can take it and paint it any color, all the different R2 units and stuff. I'm there for that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we've never gotten a lot of other versions of protocol droids. That's not C3PO.
Yeah, that's true. Even though it seems like at least the
Shut up.
at least the silver one from the start of Phantom Menace, right? TC-14, is that who it is?
Yeah, TC-14 and the white one from Empire.
Yeah. Yeah.
Several.
Because
Death Star droid.
I'd love a shiny silver protocol droid. That'd look
Yeah.
awesome.
Would you like sex toys? That's on the tray. I'll buy all them repaints. Need a Gonk droid. Yeah, once they do that, they could go crazy, and I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
But I skipped on all the. Well, they didn't do a lot of them. There was a pack at Toys R Us, I think, with different colored.
There was a
R2.
Entertainment Earth exclusive thing too, I want to say.
The red one?
Yeah.
Or in with the red trooper.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, that's the one.
Droid Flood. And then Royal Guard on Retro Card.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
That's fine.
I've got a few of those, or a couple of those already.
Yeah.
But then they went into future regular Black Series with some Pikes. Well, it's all Book of Boba Fett, huh?
I think so. Yeah.
Pikes and Cad Bane. Boba Fett. Cold-blooded killer. And then the Tusken Chieftain. And I'm like a bantha. Was that the Chieftain, or was that the one they announced for Vintage with the black cloak?
Yeah, I think that's that. That's
Gotcha.
that's the one. Yeah.
Either or, they can all ride it like a bantha.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm down for those because I like the designs. I like Cad Bane. I like the Pikes. And I saw people commenting about what about Black Chrysanthemum, but they announced him at San Diego.
I'll tell you this too, having just been at Disney World, and I've kind of been on about this for a while. The fact that they haven't done 9 Num yet it's starting to make me angry.
Well, it's got. I mean, Return of the Jedi is next year, right?
Yeah.
40th?
Yeah.
But we say that every time, like Empire 40th, Star Wars 40th.
It's like I need him, and dang, I want more Rogue One characters too.
Noon.
Neenum.
Rogue One character. Oh yeah, there are some more Rogue
There's
ones.
so many.
Yeah.
And like I said, start with Radis. And that's the Bail Organa look I want as well, is the Rogue One one. At least first.
Cobb Vanth without the armor. Oh, and another thing about we already have a perfectly fine Black Chrysanthemum. I don't know what you guys are talking about. This is I repainted. I hit this with some matte sealer and then washed the armor. Yeah, this is my comic book Black Chrysanthemum. I don't care what anyone says.
I didn't say anything.
How about the lack of Max Rebo after showing up several places?
Yeah.
I was looking at the vintage the other day and I was like, could that be big enough? Is it good? Could I slip that? No, I can't do it. Yeah.
Nah, you can't do
that. Okay. I didn't mean to go 4 hours.
PulseCon was crazy, I guess. We went as long as pretty much PulseCon did, right?
Almost. And we didn't really summarize anything. It was more long-winded talk about toy stuff.
And they still they didn't show off the fact that they're doing animated Dungeons and Dragons figures that I'm so excited about, but we'll get to those some other time.
Yeah, because I mean, look at them. Look at them.
I cannot wait. The fact that we're getting animated and vintage toy inspired Dungeons and Dragons figures now is just some kind of time.
Some kind of time.
Some kind of time.
That's a way to put it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited about these just because.
Our musical guest to close the show would have been Max Rebo, but they haven't made a figure of him yet. Sorry. But
Keep
yeah,
losing my
give me
pointer.
those. Give me those, and give me the rest of them. Pronto.
Would have been great for the anniversary line. Selfie series, I'm not really interested in
That concept alone doesn't really do a whole lot for me. And I don't know. It's hard. It's a hard thing to pull off convincingly, and I haven't seen anybody give it a try yet that I've been like, oh yeah, that looks great.
I've seen, yeah, but from what I hear, this ain't gonna work.
Not for you.
No.
I think I'm pushing it even maybe a little bit.
Yeah. So you summarize the hell out of Transformers. Tarn looks good. Next.
We are all about the brevity when we can be.
Yeah, that and it's hard to talk about stuff that I'm not super that especially with such a long show as this and as many reveals as they did.
Yeah.
It's me talking about stuff I'm not interested in, just kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, the Beards on Selfie series sucks. Yeah.
It's too bad.
Rufus. Oh, I missed Sunday. I thought you meant you missed it. Then I remembered, wait a second. You asked about Indiana Jones earlier.
Well, I think we'll hopefully be able to get another one in on regular schedule.
Yeah. I think we're back on schedule now. This is actually our scheduled day. So
yeah.
But
so we'll be back before too long.
What'd you guys think of the new Daredevil? It's awesome.
Yep. It got me to buy that set.
Anything more than a 5 o'clock shadow? I don't know. I'm still coming around on Bullseye. I keep looking at it and going, I hate it, but I kind of like. I don't know. It's
well, I'm looking at Elektra, and it's like I just want it in red.
Oh well, there is that. Some very kind-hearted people have already sent me.
I was gonna say
somebody
made one for me too that I believe looks better than it would be able to be pulled off in the selfie series. So
yeah, fun talking with everybody. I mean, I can't remember. I was going to jump on by myself when you were in Disney, and then I can't remember what happened that day, and it was just like, it ain't no fun without Veebs.
Stop. you would have just missed my accurate General Hawk descriptions at the beginning of the stream.
This is going to be a thing, isn't it?
I'll forget about it by next time.
Knees on the top. That's going way back.
Yeah. That one it's just held on to because of the time at this point.
Yeah. But yeah, I appreciate everybody stopping by, coming out, seeing us talk about toys, getting the back and forth with y'all.
Yeah. It's been fun.
It's been, we'll see. And like I said, streaming to 2 channels at the moment, which probably be for special occasions.
Yeah.
Like PulseCon or some big show or something. But most of the time we'll be in the usual places on Twitch and on the other channel. So enjoyed the longer stream. 4 hours.
I'm gonna get yelled at.
Yeah, it's time to go get food. So again, I'll see everybody 2 weeks, 2 o'clock Sunday. Okay. Yeah. I'm looking for this outro.
Wait, I don't want to get hit with a.
How dare you? But yeah, we'll talk to y'all later.
Later.